The Adrian College Sports Network wants you to join us in thanking one of our sponsors, the Carlton Lodge of Adrian. The Carlton Lodge offers a comfortable and convenient lodging experience. Carlton has spacious rooms and suites, fit for a peaceful night's sleep. Their amenities include a hot tub and pool, a 24-hour fitness center, a business center, and much more. A huge thanks to Adrian College's Choice of Lodging for sponsoring Bulldog Athletics.
Want to learn more about Adrian College Television? To find out more about ACTV, you can visit our website at adriancollege.tv. You can find direct links to our Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and other social media platforms there. Bulldog students can submit a request to become an announcer for ACTV. Fans can see press releases about upcoming events and what's happening at the Media Production House. Visit adriancollege.tv for more.
Hello students, this is President Docking coming to you again from the President's Office at Adrian College. Hey, I'm sending you this video with some great news. Despite all that's been happening with the pandemic, COVID-19, etc., We've been hard at work on campus, and the faculty have recently approved 8 new degree programs, which I think are super exciting. And I want you guys to know about these so you can start to think about them as you think about your future academic career here. So here they are. The first one is in public health. We have both a major and a minor now in public health. Can you think of a more relevant major than public health right now, given all that's going on? The second one is supply chain management. If you're following the news, supply chain management is really where it's at. There are thousands of jobs. I happened to look before I got in this video. Some of these jobs.
Want to see the Adrian College Outdoor Performance Band in action? The band performed on Adrian College TV, and you can watch the stream again anytime, anywhere. Professional audio technician Christopher Momini beautifully captured the event, and you can listen to the entire performance now. Visit Adrian College TV on YouTube to listen to the concert.
Good evening and welcome to North Manchester, Indiana, where your Adrian College Bulldogs are taking on the Manchester University Spartans. Good evening. I'm Ian Wendt, joined by DJ up here on top of the press box of Manchester. Happy to bring you this broadcast here on ACTV and Adrian College Sports Network. Bulldogs come into this one. They're 0-1. A tough loss at home to Trine a couple weeks ago. DJ, what do you think the Bulldogs can build on and should look to do here in this one?
One thing I really saw was, the connection with the new receiver, Preston Smith. Fantastic guy there. Going to be a big weapon for the Bulldogs. And also the roommate connection between Jack Werzer and Gage Paulus. I think that's going to be huge for the Bulldogs moving forward, and they got to be able to connect on a weekly basis.
I did hear about that a couple times on the broadcast a couple weeks ago watching at home. Is Gage Paulus, that connection with Jack Werzer you just mentioned. In the Bulldog backfield, there's a new face for me, switching from linebacker from last year. That's Stephen Moses. He's wearing number 43. It's a big number. He plays really big.
Oh, yeah, he plays big. There were a few plays in the Trine game where there wasn't a hole, and he made one and blew things wide open and turned a small play that kind of got blown up into a big opportunity for the Bulldogs.
So let's continue with the offense here tonight for the Bulldogs. Relatively experienced at this point offensive line. You go across left to right here. We got Brendan Clark, Josh Brown, Ben Pelletier at center. Right guard, we'll see some Matt Pillow. And then right tackle, we got Jack Slesla for the Bulldogs. Is there one player on that line that you're looking for to really get things clicking?
Josh Brown. The way that Josh Brown plays on the line is it's very different. He's an old school lineman, I'd like to say. He's down with the dirty, gritty, and he's just going to push you over and allow his running backs to come right behind him.
For sure, a lot of double teams with the center and some pulling action, hopefully, to get Moses free. You look at the wide receiver group, there's a couple of dynamic guys out there with Paulus and Smith. Of those two, who's going to make an impact tonight?
I'm going to say both.
You can
here.
say both. That's
I'm definitely
okay.
going to say both, and I think Preston is more of the guy that they go to normally on a regular throughout the drive, but then once we get into the red zone, inside the 20 when it matters, they're going to go to Gage. Paulus looking most likely for a fade to the back end zone.
The defense, a couple weeks ago, had their moments. It took a while for them to get in the game, if we're going to be honest about it. Gave up some points, gave up some long runs against Trine. We'll look up front for the Bulldogs. They run a 3-4, a lot of movement behind it. So those three guys, we got Kevin Smitherman, Kelvon Roberts, and DeAndre Jennings. They've been on this line together for 2-3 seasons. One of those guys that you're looking to have an impact.
Kelvon Roberts. When Kelvon Roberts gets going, the rest of his guys can really get behind the energy that he brings. He's one of those guys that when he's feeling good and he's feeling mighty, the rest of the defense behind him feels the same. Certainly
The anchor on the Bulldog defense. Moving back a level to the linebackers, you got Dominic Wood, Malik Ray, he's a junior, Kyle Midler, a junior as well, and Sam Madrid, a local kid. You've probably heard that before from Adrian High, playing up on that linebacker spot. Of those four, what are you looking to see out of that group? They got to play the pass and the run. What changes did they make from the Trine game to this game?
I think we're going to see Sam really step up in that Mike role, and he's really going to lay some hard hits down the middle. And then we're going to see Malik Ray fly around on the outside, much like we did in the Trine game. He's happy to be back out here after coming back from that torn ACL a couple of years ago. So now that he's getting some opportunity to play, he's happy to be out there, and he's really showing it.
It seems like every season with Coach Deere, there's a couple linebackers that are just absolute studs for the Bulldogs. On the back end of that defense, you got a couple younger guys. Bryce Tulis is a sophomore. Devin McCary, a freshman. The senior, he's not a senior, but he's the senior in terms of experience. Brandon Kwiatkowski, it's free safety. And Juwan Strokes, a freshman at corner. I would say, I'll go on a limb to say you're looking for Kwiatkowski to be a difference maker on the back end of the Bulldog defense.
Not really. We know what to expect from him. I'm going to go with the freshman and then the sophomore Tillis on the outsides. I want to see what the corners do tonight. They're going to be really important in stopping their outside threats to make sure things aren't too bad in the passing game for the Spartans today.
It's the Bulldogs and the Manchester University Spartans coming up in mere minutes here on the Adrian College Sports Network.
In its 2021 edition of America's Best Colleges, U.S. News & World Report has once again ranked Adrian College as a top regional college in the Midwest. The institution was named to the Best Regional Colleges Midwest section for the 7th consecutive year, and once again listed number 2 in the Most Innovative Schools category. In addition to these honors, Adrian College was also named to the Best Undergraduate Teaching and Best Value College lists. Adrian College has been established as a distinctive and innovative educational leader in the United States. The institution places priority on a culture of innovation and critical thinking. This is the 12th consecutive year Adrian College has been featured by U.S. News & World Report. You can see the full list of rankings and find more information on their website. For more information about Adrian College, visit adrian.edu.
Welcome back to the campus of Manchester University here on the Adrian College Sports Network. I hope you enjoy the wind blowing into the microphones here. We apologize for that. Not much we can do. They've got us on the roof of their press box here. The Spartans sticking us Bulldogs outside. You know, it looks like it might rain on us.
Well, I don't want to talk about that yet. I'm sure we'll get to it later in this one. There is a breeze that's going to affect the kicking game. And there were some question marks for the Bulldogs special teams a couple weeks ago against Trine. They'll need to be perfect if they want to get this job done today. But, man, what a great feeling. I don't like talking about myself a lot, but I'm going to here for a minute or so. Just to be back on the air, it was tough. It was a great broadcast against Trine, but it was tough being at home and watch you guys do your thing. It was great to watch the Bulldogs compete out there and be safe. You know, do all the things that you promised you would do, that you would wear a mask and you would socially distance yourself and that they would take care of the case numbers of COVID at Adrian College, and they did. They got that down, and we're here playing football. I can't believe it. It's surreal. I could care less that we're up on top of the press box, but that might change when it starts raining,
Yeah,
Gabe.
I don't know how I'm going to feel about the rain myself. I hope it doesn't. So the Weather Channel says 10% chance, and AccuWeather's radar is showing rain on us in about 15 minutes. So we'll see who's right. I really hope the Weather Channel's got it together.
Yeah, we're going to test the broadcaster's curse, because if we keep talking about it,
knock on wood,
it's going to happen. So I don't know. I want to talk about the matchups. I want to talk about the game here before we get things going. We only got a couple minutes for game time. These teams haven't played each other in a while, Gabe.
No, yeah, it's the first time in 40 years these two teams have played each other, and that's a long time to go with a gap. It's pretty interesting to me. These schools are very similar in size and enrollment, very similar in a lot of ways, so you'd think they would want to play each other, but they haven't for 40 years. Very exciting, historic matchup coming up here on AC Sportsnet, and this is a brand new stadium on top of that here for the Spartans. It's the first game they've played here, so that's pretty cool too.
Yep, new stadium. Homecoming. It was less than 3 hours to get here from Adrian, Michigan, the drive southwest to get to this one. Beautiful facility. We saw the teams warming up They're ready to go. The Bulldogs got their away gold jerseys with those black letters. Great to see for a broadcaster and great to see for all the Bulldog fans here tonight. I want to take a look at the Bulldog offense real quick. We talked about Jack Wurzer a couple times, but if you're new to the Bulldog fandom, Jack Wurzer is a great quarterback. We'll go out on a limb and say it. He's setting school records for passing yards, touchdowns, just a all-around great quarterback for Adrian College. He's a junior this season. I can't wait to watch Stephen Moses run the football, Gabe. I said in the pregame, he wears number 43. That's a big number, and he runs big. Switching over from linebacker to running back, I can't wait to see it. We got an offensive line that's got more experience. A couple years ago, these guys were freshmen and sophomores. Now they're upperclassmen. It's their line. They got to protect Jack and make some holes there for Moses to run through. I'm hoping Ben Pelletier, he's the guy in the middle. He's the center. He touches the ball on every single play. He's going to make all the calls up front for blocking. I'll be watching him throughout this broadcast. And a few new receiving faces. You got Preston Smith. He played a lot in the slot a couple weeks ago. Big kid, 6'4", 200-plus pounds. He's a freshman. He can fly. He's got to hang on to the football. There were a couple chances against Trine where he could have made the catch, but he just didn't go out quite strong enough to make that play. He'll correct it. He saw the film. He knows. I'm expecting a good game from him. And Gage Pallas, Jack Wurzer's roommate. There's an unspoken connection there, roommate to roommate, for number 13, Gage Pallas. So I don't think this offense really loses a step from last year. They got a lot of guys back. The big question mark, and it's been for a couple seasons, Gabe, is the defense.
Yeah, absolutely. The defense is poised to be great this year. You know, talked to Coach about it before week one, Tayala. This whole defensive coaching group has very high expectations. They want to get back to the previous highs that they experienced, and I think they can do that. I'm very confident in their ability to do that, and I hope we see that here tonight. So right now the Spartans taking to the field, and it'll be exciting to see how they perform.
Yeah, it's their first time taking the field. We can see their old stadium just off to our left. It's certainly an upgrade, a beautiful facility here in North Manchester, Indiana. But, Gabe, you talk about that Bulldog defense. A couple of juniors and a senior in the middle. Talked about Kelvon Roberts. Where's number 51 or 48, excuse me. He's the nose. We play a 3-4. It's very important for that nose to be disruptive, take up blockers, take up 2 or 3 guys. He's not supposed to make tackles. He's supposed to be a big guy and take up a lot of space right there in the middle. That'll give Kevin Smitherman on the end and DeAndre Jennings an opportunity to get the job done on the edge. But go back to this linebacking core and Sam Madrid. He plays ferociously. He plays with tenacity. A perfect Bulldog for this Coach Deere defense. Plays that linebacker spot, the outside guy on that 3-4 defense. He's got speed. He can hit you. He's tall. I watched him play at Adrian High, and he didn't seem like he had a lot of height to him, but he's bigger and he's stronger. He's made an impact so far. Third level of the Bulldog defense. You got Brandon Kwiatkowski. He's the junior. He's the field general. He's calling out coverage. He's saying to the young guys, the freshmen, the Strokes on the outside, the Tulis on the outside as well. Just looking for Kwiatkowski to be that field general literally back there for the Adrian College Bulldogs.
Well, Ian, we are about to get underway in just a moment here on the campus of Manchester University with Adrian College football on the Adrian College Sports Network. And as we do that, we will take a 60-second break and be right back with more Bulldog football. Don't go anywhere.
We continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today.
Here it goes out there.
And the slam!
161 years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence.
I believe that if you get your degree here, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking.
Welcome back to the campus of Manchester University. The playing of the national anthem complete, and we are about to get underway here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Thank you for joining us here on ACSN, two radio stations and live online. Pretty excited to be bringing this contest to you today. I'm Gabriel Schrei. Here with me is Ian Wendt. DJ Hughes joining us in the booth to help us with the production. The Bulldogs are taking to the field right now. The Spartans are standing down in the end zone, and Ian, you know, I know you don't like the jerseys because you can't see them, but they do look cool. I'll give them credit.
Oh, they look great, Gabe. I'll tell you, if we weren't about 150 yards away, it'd be easier for me, but that's selfish. I mean, these kids, like I said before, they put in the work. They're wearing a mask. They're socially distanced. I know that Coach Deere for the Bulldogs really emphasized that in this entire athletic department at AC because they want to be on the field. That's very important for them, very important for the school. It's a sense of pride to be able to actually play this game of football here tonight, whether you win or whether you lose. Just to play the game has to be so rewarding for these kids.
Absolutely. These guys want to play really bad, and you know, I hammered it in week one, and Ian, you got to keep hammering it, right? You got to keep talking about this. We're talking about the lack of teams playing at the NCAA D3 level. 247 NCAA D3 football programs, and today, only 2 playing here in Indiana. That's right. Of the 247 teams, only 4 competing this season. Trine University, Bluffton University, Manchester University, and of course our very own Adrian College Bulldogs. So the commitment from the administrations, the medical staff, the coaches. Ian, I see the internal communications these coaches send, the Herculean effort that has gone into keeping these players in pods and socially distanced. I mean, you can imagine it, and I think people hear it in the community and they think they're not doing that. These guys are doing it. It is nuts. I mean, it really is. It's really unbelievable the effort that has gone into making this possible here today. So it is very special, and there's a reason only 4 of 250 teams are playing.
Without question, Gabe. And I'll say it again, this facility here at Manchester University, we're breaking this thing in. We're up top the press box. It's a beautiful night. Here the leaves are changing color. The backdrop is beautiful. Manchester wearing their home blacks. They have a gold numbering on their jersey. Like I said earlier, Bulldogs in their gold up top, black numbers. Adrian will kick off to start this football game. So not sure who we're going to see, Gabe. For Manchester, they got Dylan Paul, he's a sophomore, and Eric James, a freshman. They both played in their last matchup. That was against Trine last weekend. So we'll check if it's number 5, Paul, or number 15, Eric James, taking the field for Manchester University.
Well, here we go, and we are about to get underway here on the Adrian College Sports Network as the kick is away and fielded back on the 5-yard line. Return man tackled down immediately, nothing doing there.
You know what that is, Gabe? That's the special teams coach going into film and saying, we gave up too much yardage. We gave up long returns. It's got to be better, guys. It's got to be better. And that's what it was. They went flying down the field and made the hit, made the play inside the 15-yard line, really backing up Manchester University for the start of this football game. What a great start. That puts the defense in a great position as well.
First and 10 now for Manchester Spartans. They'll be working from left to right on your radio dial here offensively. Quarterback from the shotgun. He's got 4 out wide, trips left. Check down pass over there on the far side of the field, and the receiver gets about 4 yards before he's dragged down. Second and medium.
Yeah, just a quick pass out there. And that's a numbers game. When you're the quarterback back there, you're looking, okay, how many backs does Adrian have on that side? Can they outman us on that side? They said no. They picked up a nice little 4 or 5 yards on the first down pass.
Second and medium now. Football on the 17-yard line of the Spartans. Quarterback in the shotgun, wants to throw, rolling close side, looking to throw the football. Looks like he's going to tuck it and just steps out of play down around the 17-yard line at the line of scrimmage, but there's a flag.
Number 10, Bryce Tomasi on the carry, runs out of bounds.
Bulldogs only rushing 3 on that play, dropping those 4 linebackers back into coverage. So they're expecting the pass, obviously, in that situation. Bulldogs, a nice play to contain it right there. We'll check on the flag. Looks like a false start against the Spartans. That'll march them back 5 yards. Goes from a 2nd and medium to a 2nd and long situation. Flag thrown right away. Line judge on the close side made the call. Looks like Coach Deere declined the penalty, so they'll take the down. It's going to be 3rd down. 3 down linemen for the Bulldogs. Quarterback in the gun for the Spartans. He's got his running back to his right.
Check down pass for the quarterback and nothing doing. Tackle down in the backfield. That'll bring up 4th and long for Manchester U.
Couldn't write up that script any better if you're Jim Deere in this Bulldog defense. Get the penalty and stop them. On 3 plays, we're going to force a punt here on a 4th and 11 situation. Adrian set to get the football back. I should say for the first time.
4th down, here's the punt sent away. And football loose down just inside of the Spartan 40, diving for it right there.
Jack Werser in the offense to start this one inside the Manchester 40 from the right hash. He's in the pistol. He's got Moses behind him. The fake is to Steven. Werser throws. Check down. Caught. Fights his way to the Manchester 35-yard line and wrestled down on that play for Adrian College.
Pass complete to number 85, Tyler Boyer. He is brought down by number 26.
Bring up a 2nd down and medium.
Second and medium for Adrian College's Bulldogs. Werser under center. There's the give right up the gut. Tailback bursting forward, reaches down across the 30-yard line, and going to be a short yardage situation here for Adrian College's Bulldogs. Third and 1 now for Adrian College's Bulldogs. 2 out wide. Werser, there's the give again. Tailback follows the left tackle and drives down to the 25-yard line. 1st and 10, Adrian College. First and 10 for Adrian College now from the 25-yard line. Werser gives it off. Tailback following those blockers close side. Drives down across the 20-yard line. A nice 6-yard gain. 2nd and medium. Football came out after the whistle. Play is over. Second and medium for Adrian College here. There's the give, diving up inside and driving a couple of yards. Going to be 3rd and short.
As he has met
Bulldogs pushing their way up inside right there. Third and 3, football down to the 18-yard line of the Spartans. Adrian College driving right to left on your radio dial. Werzer wants to throw the football. Climbing the ladder, pass over the middle, and it's dropped. The receiver went in and out of his hands right there, not able to hang on to the football. That'll bring up 4th and short for the Bulldogs. Good looking pass right there, and Bulldogs receiver just able to hang on to that one. Looks like they're going to go ahead and go for the field goal. Preston Smith was electric his first game out for Adrian College, and he's likely to bounce back from that early drop. Bulldogs special teams unit is on the field now, looking to kick this one through. 4th and 3, football is on the 18. Kicker standing back close side of the field and kicks it from the 25. This one is up away and it will go through. 3-0 the tally. Bulldogs on the board first here in North Manchester, Indiana. We'll take a 30-second break and be right back with more Adrian College football here on the Adrian College Sports Network.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
Welcome back here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Thanks so much for joining us. Excited to have you with us for Adrian College football. Bulldogs on the board first here in North Manchester, Indiana. Ian, the tally 3-0 right now.
Yeah, got to be very impressed with the special teams. They start the game off with a kickoff, pin Manchester deep inside the 15. They get the stop on 3rd down. Then they kick the ball right through the uprights. I mean, the wind, there's some elements to this, some jitters. Very impressed with our special teams so far.
Return man for the Spartans gathers this back on the 5-yard line. Reverses fields far sideline, and he is forced out down along the 40. A nice return for Manchester University, and they'll start this drive with good field position.
Well, that's two things. That's the broadcaster's curse, and number 2, that's the law of averages. Return one to the 12-yard line, now one out over the 40-yard line. So now the defense in a different position here. And if you're Manchester, maybe try to mix in the run. Adrian College is clearly playing the pass in the first drive. They only rushed 3, so they're dropping 8. You got to make the linebackers decide if you're Manchester. Feed a couple runs in there, loosen the defense up a little bit.
Here we go. Spartans with a shovel pass right inside, and their man takes a shot. What a hit. Big shot delivered by Jordan Krusik right there.
Big time hit, and that's a little bit of a wrinkle in the offense. Somewhat of a new concept is that shovel pass in the middle. They're watching some Patrick Mahomes tape, I think. Some Travis Kelce action as they get that little pass play going, get themselves ahead of the chains on that first down play.
It is 2nd and medium now here for North Manchester. And the flag will hit the turf, Ian.
Some movement. They're all going to point fingers at each other. And the official is the ultimate jury in the situation. We'll see which way they point. And it's going to be against the Spartans. So 2 drives and 2 penalties for the home team. Backs them up 5 for a 2nd down and long. Kelvon Roberts up there disrupting things for the Adrian Bulldogs. Got the call. Keep the ball on the right hash mark. Watching the Bulldog linebackers, they're still playing deep, about 3 or 4 yards off the football. Only rushing 3.
2nd down now. There's a quick pass and nothing doing. Incomplete.
That's an aggressive play on second down. Trying to pick on the freshman out there for Adrian Strokes, but he had nothing to do with that. Swatted that football out of there. He's wearing 24. Sean Starks wore number 24 for the Bulldogs. He might have watched some tape of Starks and made a good play on the football right there to bring up a 3rd and long.
3rd and 11 now. Football from the 45-yard line, or at least that's what it says on the board. They're actually on the 40. Here's the snap, looking to throw it, and check down pass is complete. Tailback is wrapped up, and he will not escape. Adrian just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Tackled down there, and that'll bring up 4th and long, Ian.
And big man in there, looked like that was Roberts. He's made a couple plays on the drive. He says, hey, linebackers, you can't make the tackle. I'll do everything. I'll rush the passer, and I'll come back and make the play on the football. Coach Deere dialed up some pressure on that one. They got home, and they forced another punt here. Back-to-back drives, solid defense by the Dogs.
Here comes the punt. Manchester University with it here. Snap is good. This one is away. Football comes down at the 40-yard line of the Bulldogs, and the Spartans will just mark this one down at the 38.
Boy, winning the field position battle for Adrian College right there on that punt effort for Manchester. That was their punter, Cam Parker. He's a sophomore. Had a bouncing ball come back to him, but he was able to pick it up, gather himself, and get away a punt. That could have been disastrous for the Spartans. Bulldogs with the football for the 2nd time here tonight.
Bulldogs get the football back. We'll see what they do with it this time. They lead 3-0 here on the road. Here's the give, right side, tailback, barreling forward, carrying defenders with him and tackled down after a gain of 8 yards. 2nd and short for Adrian College as they cross the 45 of their own side of the field.
Yep, just feeding Jimmy Clark following that right side, the Matt Pillows and the Jack Cecilas of the Bulldog offensive line. Good blocking, really opens up the playbook here on 2nd down.
2nd down, Jack Werzer wants to throw the football and corks one right side, caught! What an unbelievable throw and catch. The Adrian College Bulldogs picking up a huge chunk of yardage to get into the red zone.
That's a tall guy. That must mean it's Preston Smith. Talked about it before this one. He was in position to catch balls a couple weeks ago. Couldn't quite hang on, but today in the wind and the overcast skies, he catches a beautifully thrown ball by Jack Werzer to set them up inside the red zone for the first time today.
Preston Smith with an unbelievable play. It is now 1st and 10 for Adrian College. Football down to the 19-yard line of the Spartans. 2 split out wide left for Werzer. He's going to hand it off. That's Moses who gets back to the line of scrimmage and is dragged down.
And Manchester was ready for that. That defensive front of Cullum, Webb, Gilmore, and Moore in there to make the play. Nowhere to go for Moses as Manchester played the run. They guessed correctly and made a good tackle right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and long now. Werzer in the gun, 2 receivers, 1 on either side. There's the give right up the gut to Moses again. Pinballs off a defender and finds his way down the field into the end zone. What a run for the score by the Adrian College Bulldogs. A touchdown, and now it is 9-0.
Woo, Stephen Moses, have yourself a drive. He gets stuffed the play before, and he says, you know what, let me run right through that blitz, get myself some 6 points, and go back to the sideline and celebrate with my defensive friends and my new offensive friends. Great blocking up front, paved the way for Stephen Moses for 6 points.
Unbelievable play right there by Moses to take that down the field and into the end zone. Now we'll see what they can do here on the PAT. Snap is good, hold is good, and this one is no good. Just missing right there. The score will remain 9-0 here on ACSN. We'll take a 60-second break and be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Adrian College's 2020-2021 enrollment has set a new record at 1,865 students. The incoming freshman class of 602 new students helped set the new record. This is the 13th consecutive year the Bulldogs have had an incoming class of more than 500 freshmen. Nearly 6,000 high school seniors applied to attend Adrian College this fall. Why do so many students choose Adrian? Adrian is constantly expanding majors offered to incoming freshmen. If you're a high schooler or know someone who is looking at taking their education to the next level, AC could be the answer. To see the programs Adrian offers, learn more about the process, schedule a visit, and even apply today, visit adrian.edu/admissions. adrian.edu/admissions. We look forward to seeing you on campus.
Welcome back here to North Manchester. Thanks for being with us. Gabriel Schrei here with Ian Wendt. We appreciate you joining us here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Football about to be sent from Adrian College back to the Spartans. And they'll have another chance to work here on offense, Ian.
Yep, doing the kicking for the Dogs will be Cooper West. Having issue with the wind, so they get a holder for him, and he'll send it down the field. Picks it up there at the 6-yard line, running to his right. Left to right from where we stand, and he's tackled down by a host of Bulldogs at around the 28-yard line. Manchester will start from right there, trailing 9-0. We are at 5:23 to go here in this first stanza. Adrian forcing a couple punts from Manchester. They've scored on both their drives, had the Bulldogs a field goal and a recent touchdown by Stephen Moses. Keep a close eye on the Manchester offense, how they can respond.
1st and 10 now for the Spartans. 3 out wide. There's the give. Cutting back, and the tailback crosses the 35 before he's dragged down. A nice 7-yard gain. Going to make it 2nd and short for Manchester University.
Yeah, that's what you need to do when the linebackers are playing off the ball. You know, normally at 3-4, you still end up rushing 4 people, maybe 5 on occasion, but Adrian's rushing 3, so if the Manchester Spartans can get their linemen up on the linebackers, you can get some bigger runs like that.
2nd down for the Spartans. 3 out wide, 2 on the close side. There's the give. Tailback again, this time met at the line of scrimmage by a pair of Bulldog defenders, and he looks like he may be just shy of moving the chains. Should make it 3rd and short.
That's a power run there by Parker. James, the left tackle, and Smith, the left guard, both pulled to the right side, trying to get some extra running room for Parker. No such luck for the sophomore. And the Bulldog defense with an opportunity to give the ball right back to their offense after just scoring that touchdown.
3rd and short, we'll see what they dial up. 5 receivers out wide, trips right, that's the close side. They're working left to right. Bulldog defense crowding the line of scrimmage. They want to go after the quarterback. He's going to run with a football. Good play call right there, and that should be enough to move the chains. That was crafty.
Yeah, that was a good play there. Just to get in there and get that yardage needed. Jennings was able to make that tackle, but it was just enough to move the sticks for Manchester 1st down at the 38.5-yard line. They're trailing 9-0.
Manchester quarterback in the shotgun. Same formation here on 1st and 10. Quarterback glances left, finishes his cadence, wants to throw, check down pass to the tailback, and it's dropped. Tomasi, the senior from here in Indiana, checked down right there to Cam Parker, and he couldn't hang on to it.
Yeah, the senior quarterback, they haven't played him yet this year. I'm not sure if he was out with an injury or what they had to do against Trine, but I was expecting a sophomore and or a freshman quarterback in there, but going with the leadership for Manchester University.
2nd and 10, football from their own 38-yard line. And trouble for the Spartans. They're able to get it off here, and this one, a gain of about 3 yards.
Wow, a blitzing Bulldog just wrecking havoc there in the backfield. A couple of Bulldogs in there. I think Sam Madrid, one of those for AC, the Adrian native, a graduate of Adrian High School. Forcing the quarterback to do something he didn't necessarily want to do on that second down play.
3rd and 7 from their own 42. Spartans with the football. Near the close hash mark. Tomasi in the gun, running through his cadence. Tight formation right here. He's going to throw out of it. Pressure coming, and this one was loose. Boy, it looks like he was just able to throw that, and I believe the receiver slid down and caught that. Kind of unbelievable.
Yeah, he did an athletic play for about a half a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down for Manchester. LeSure, the catch, the freshman wearing number 88 for Manchester University. Too much athleticism on that drive for Adrian College, able to fly around to the football. They got some pressure that time and able to force a 3rd consecutive punt. This defense is looking really good so far.
Punt is away. Not much doing right here. This one rolled all around, and now the Bulldogs will get back to work offensively.
That's just about the worst field position so far for AC, and that's good news because they're at their own 34-yard line. Jack Werzer and the offense able to score a field goal their first time out and a touchdown last time with the football. We're just at about 2 minutes to go in this first quarter of play with the Bulldogs up 9-0.
And now Adrian going to get back to work offensively. 1st and 10. They'll start from their own 34-yard line. Werzer in the gun, one tailback behind him, wants to throw, check down past that tailback, far side. He cuts back inside, crosses the 35, and is dragged down after a gain of 5 yards, 2nd and medium.
Yeah, they ran that, looked like some sort of cover 2 defense for Manchester University. Castro and Cross, the safeties, played back on that play. Werzer recognized that, just checked it down to his running back. That's the right read on that first down play for the Bulldog offense. We're seeing that 2 deep safety look again.
2nd and 5. This time from the 39. Give to Steven Moses. Moses has a seam. Got a block across the 40. Now the 30. Dragging defenders into the red zone. All the way down to the 19-yard line. 1st and 10. Adrian Bulldogs in scoring position.
Took almost a quarter game for me to say go for one of the Bulldogs, and Steven Moses dragging defenders with him. Almost ripped that 43 right off his jersey as he makes a huge run on 2nd down. And that's the other thing, Gabe, you can do with that cover 2 look, those deep safeties, is either throw it short or run the ball. And that's what they did. They got the blocking they needed, and it picked up a huge chunk of yardage.
Now for the Bulldogs, 1st and 10, check down pass far side to the tight end, runs a little shimmy and a stiff arm before he goes out of play. 1st and goal, Adrian College Bulldogs.
Nice little catch there, and again, Manchester going to stay in that 2 deep look. So that flat route, that little 3 yards and then break to the sideline is there for Jack Werzer. He's hitting it, not a difficult throw. Got another conversion, and they're deep in Manchester territory.
Here we go. There's the give right side. Tailback is run into and dragged down as he barrels over the 5-yard line. He'll be down to about the 4, maybe the 3, 2nd and goal.
First carry for Jerome Neal. Looks like it'll be the last play of this quarter. Very impressed so far by all 3 facets of this game for Adrian College. Offense, defense, and special teams, Gabe.
Well, as they take a break for the quarter, we will as well, and we will be right back here on the Adrian College Sports Network in just 60 seconds. Don't go anywhere.
Want to see the Adrian College Outdoor Performance Band in action? The band performed on Adrian College TV, and you can watch the stream again anytime, anywhere. Professional audio technician Christopher Momini beautifully captured the event, and you can listen to the entire performance now. Visit Adrian College TV on YouTube to listen to the concert.
Welcome back here to North Manchester, Indiana. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Adrian College Sports Network. I'm Gabriel Schrei. Here alongside me is Ian Wendt. We appreciate you being with us for this contest here today. Threatening to score opening quarter number 2 is Adrian's Bulldogs. It's 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line. There's the give to the tailback. He's spun and dropped in the backfield. Nothing doing for the big man on the carry. He had a huge one earlier on this drive, though, Ian.
Yeah, he did. He got them into this scoring position, but tough blocking over there on that right side for Moses. Moore with a good tackle for Manchester. Lost a couple yards there. Might have to throw it here. Manchester now looking for that run play now that they're in a passing down for the Bulldogs.
Here we go. 3rd and goal for Adrian. Wurzer looking over the middle, and the pass is dropped. Preston Smith almost had it, just couldn't quite cradle the football.
Yeah, I don't know if he would have scored on that, but Manchester brought a couple linebackers on the play. Running back had to stay in and block one of them. Wurzer was hurried on the throw, and a good defensive stand by Manchester. They gave up one big play. They bent, but they didn't break once Adrian got down inside the 10. Wind in Cooper's face here for this field goal.
Cooper's been pretty good for Adrian. We'll see if he can pull this one off. It's pretty windy, Ian. Snap is good, hold is good, and the kick is going to go up, away, and this one is through. That'll add 3 to the Bulldogs' total here so far today. It is 12-0 in favor of Adrian College. We'll take a 30-second break and be right back here on the Adrian College Sports Network.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
Did you adjust this?
Working with this guy, folks, you can't even imagine what it's like working with this guy. Welcome back to North Manchester, Indiana. He just got me during a broadcast. A lot of you don't know what that is, and we're not going to explain it.
I'm having fun.
A select few. I know. No, I love that you
It's
have
my
fun.
first game this season. Off
gotta
a
have
couple
fun
weeks
with
ago
it.
with Trine.
You
Happy
gotta
to be
have
on the
fun
road
with
and bring you some Bulldog football. They built us a stadium for this one. I'm kidding. It's the inaugural game for Manchester University, the Spartans Stadium here in North Manchester, Indiana.
Kickoff going left to right on your radio dial. Bulldogs sending this one back to the Manchester University Spartans. Return man fields that at the 18, across the 25, now down to the 35, and piled on and dragged down right there. So that's where Manchester U will start this drive. They'll be 75 yards from the end zone, and we'll see what they can do with the football here at home.
Now, I didn't think this would be a factor coming into the game, Gabe. This wind right now is something of note. It's now at the back of Manchester University. Cooper West had to drive that last field goal low, almost had it blocked, but was able to make it. The flag in the end zone is blustering here this evening.
From right to left, Spartans with the football, 2 out wide to the left of the quarterback. He gives it off up the gut, tailback doing nothing. Defensive line swarmed him right there.
Yeah, they did, Gabe. They ate up the blockers, and that could open up some space there for those linebackers to come in there and make the play. Talk about Malik Ray, Kyle Minder, Sam Madrid, and Dominic Wood. Wood, a converted corner. So he's up there laying the lumber for Coach Deere's defense, and they did on that play.
14 minutes left here in quarter number 2 and half number 1. 12-0 the score in favor of Adrian College's Bulldogs. Spartans in the shotgun, 2 out wide. Quarterback wants to throw, goes far side, incomplete. What a hit. Oh my goodness, laying the lumber for Adrian College. It's Bryce Tullis, the sophomore from Fort Pierce.
My goodness, Gabe. Pass was a little high from the Spartan quarterback, and that's putting your receiver in a dangerous position there right on the Bulldogs sideline. He's going to come off and get a little bit of a breather here for this second down play. Tough throw to make, for sure. We got the wind behind the Spartan offense here.
Third down now for the Spartans. Trips left. Ian's loving this win. Oh, coffee. There's coffee in the booth, folks. Quarterback throws one over the middle, and this one is caught, but dragged down right away by the defensive back. Nice play made by Brandon Kwiatkowski. He's from Sterling Heights in Michigan. That'll bring up 4th and short. Not a bad-looking pass right there. They swapped out Tomasi at quarterback for Dylan Paul, and Paul is throwing the football around.
Yeah, he sure has, and Gabe down 12-0 early in this one. They're going to go for it on their own 45. Not sure what that says about the Spartan defense or their offense here. Need to convert.
4th and short, quarterback in the shotgun, trips right for him, fakes the give, check down pass completed the midfield stripe, and their receiver dragged down right away after making that catch. Alan Roberson made the tackle, the catch made by Darren Lothrop.
Yeah, it looked like Sam Madrid came on a blitz that time. And what they tell you if you're the quarterback's coach or the offensive coordinator is throw where the blitz was, because the defense has to account for that. Manchester threw it right to the spot where the linebacker was and converted a huge 4th down.
Here we go. Quarterback, check down pass close side, and nothing doing. Takes a little bit of a shot right there from the linebacker, but not a whole lot doing. Kevin Smitherman was actually playing out, covering right there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, how about this for Smitherman? Get off the block of the left tackle, go out and make a play on the running back on that swing pass, putting the Manchester offense behind the sticks on the 2nd down play.
2nd and 10 now.
Sorry, Gabe. You want a really athletic defense. You know, you want ends that can make tackles, linebackers that can rush. We're seeing that with Smitherman.
2nd and 10, football from the 46-yard line of Adrian. Here we go. Tomasi, check down pass, intercepted by the Bulldogs. What a play. Malik Ray Jr., a local guy from Hudson, Michigan, and Leak gets the pick. 1st and 10, Adrian College Bulldogs.
Malik needs to go shake the hand of Mr. Kelvon Roberts. He came rushing right up through the middle, beat the double team, put a hit on the quarterback, and he forced a bad throw, and the Bulldogs get the ball right back here, a 12-0 lead. Roberts is going to put that in his highlight reel. I'll tell you what, Gabe, made a big play for this defense. When you get into conference play in the spring, of course, these are non-conference games, you need plays like that. You need impact plays, and if Roberts can do that in the spring, that's a huge plus for the defense.
1st and 10 for Adrian College. There's the give to the tailback. He bounces it outside to the close side of the field, and nothing doing for Jimmy Stewart. So that'll bring up 2nd and about 8 for Adrian College. Clark tried to do some magic moves there and not much doing.
Yeah, the right side of the line has had their moments of greatness and moments of not so great. That was a not so great moment.
2nd and 8. Jack Werzer wants to throw the football, and he's going to run with it as the pressure collapses in on him. Play made defensively there by Devontae Moore. Linebacker got a hold of him and tripped him up.
Yeah, nowhere to go for Jack. All the receivers were covered up deep, middle, short, nowhere to go. Protection was there, but the coverage was too good from the Spartans defensively to bring up a 3rd down, and now the Spartans in a position where they now can make a big play on their defensive side.
3rd and about 8 for Adrian College. They lead 12-0 here in half number 1. 11 minutes to go in the half. Wurzer in the shotgun. He's got two out wide. Throws one left side. Caught. 1st and 10, Adrian College Bulldogs. What a play to move the chains.
Yeah, it sure was a deep out, and that's a really tough throw, but a really good catch by Gage Palace, the roommate connection for the Bulldog first down. And Gabe, we mentioned the wind. It's in Wurzer's face right now, so he had to throw that across the field, across his body, and Gage makes the play to give Adrian that first down.
1st and 10. Wurzer looks at his tailback. Two out wide right for him. That's the close side. Football from the 42-yard line of the Spartans. There's the give left side. Tailback, nothing doing, gets maybe 2 yards.
Yeah, early on in this one, there were running lanes for Moses and Clark and Neal, but not so much now. The Spartan defense really clamping down on those inside runs. A couple weeks ago against Trine, the outside runs were working. I'd like to see them try to incorporate those stretch plays here, and we see it on this next play.
Here we go, far side, and a nice gain there for Adrian College.
I'm not right often, but when I'm right, it's broadcast on the air. Got the edge sealed off. You got Brendan Clark, you got Josh Brown, a guy we mentioned in pregame, the left guard, sealing off that edge for the Bulldog back to pick up a much-needed 5-6 yards on that second down play, making third down a bit of an in-betweener. It's 2 yards. You can run it or you can throw it.
Wurzer in the shotgun. One receiver split way out wide, either side. Preston Smith, the close receiver. The tailback is deep behind him. It's 3rd and 2 from the 34-yard line of the Spartans. Give to Moses. Moses barreling along the sideline and runs over a defender to coast the Bulldogs back into the red zone. 1st and 10 down on the 19-yard line.
And that's the bread and butter of this offense. You can't deny it. You can't hide it. When they want to run the football, they're going to run to the edge. They have speed. They have receivers that are willing to block on the play. You know, that play doesn't work if you don't have a guy like Wilson or Gage Palace out there blocking. They need to make plays too, and they are on the offensive side of things blocking for their running backs. Looks like we have an injured Spartan at their own 11-yard line here, Gabe. Adrian College up 12-0 here. 5:15 to go in this first half.
We'll take a break. Be right back in 30 seconds with more Bulldog football.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
Well, it's as windy as it's going to get. Well, I shouldn't say that. It might get windier, huh?
Yeah, I'm down a coffee. I'm fighting the wind with my roster here, but that being said, Bulldogs get a first down here inside the Spartan red zone.
From the red zone, Wurzer lets one go right side. Preston Smith has it stripped away. Good play defensively by the corner, catching up to him and breaking that one up.
Boy, that wind really played into that throw, Gabe. He's fighting the wind for that one, and it was the freshman Smith. Now, going through this roster for Manchester, their experience is in the linebacking core and on the outside. They have Jaquan Walker, he's a junior. They got Timmy Bozeman, a sophomore, but he's got some playing experience. Here's a second down run right up the middle. About 3 yards on that carry.
Eight minutes, 45 seconds left in the first half here. 12-0 the score in favor of Adrian College's Bulldogs here in Indiana.
Wurzer's in a chess match with these two deep safeties. He's got some room in the middle if he wants it.
Here we go. Wurzer wants to throw, rolling close side on the 30, lets one go, and this is nearly intercepted. They're going to say
They're going to
Waiting
talk
for the
about
ruling from the officials. They're saying they have it. Spartans say they had the interception.
And they do.
And they do. Wow. The DB dove and just barely kept his knees in play. An interception for Manchester University and the Spartans. They'll start this drive down in the shadows of their own goalpost.
Yeah, that was Timmy Bozeman, the sophomore, wearing number 2 here tonight. That's not a good throw from Werzer. That might be the first one all year where you look at that on tape and say, Jack, you got to throw that away. You can run out of bounds. We're in field goal range. He forced it. He barely got it over the linebacker, but Bozeman was there for the Spartans, and they stand tall, trailing 6-0 after going for it on a 4th down, converting. But after Adrian got the turnover, the interception, Manchester responds with a pick of their own.
So here we go. Spartans getting back to work offensively. There's the give to the tailback. He makes a couple of nifty moves, reversing fields there, and got back to the line of scrimmage.
Kelvon Roberts is having himself a really good first half for this Adrian College defensive line. On that play, just blown it up. He was the first one in the backfield with the running back. The back was able to make a move, but that gives the Bulldog defenders more time to rally around the football, and it starts up front. Another good play by the senior, Kelvon Roberts.
12-0 Adrian. Spartans with the football from their own 7-yard line. In the shotgun, 2 receivers out wide, slot on the far side. Wants to throw, rolling with the football, looking downfield. And this one is intercepted by the Bulldogs. They get it right back, and the big play by the big man, Kyle Minder from Jackson, Michigan.
Woo-hoo! Linebacker getting vertical for this Bulldog defense. Caught the quarterback in no man's land. Do I throw it? Do I run it? He threw it, and it was picked off. And Adrian gets this ball right back, and Werzer gets a chance to redeem himself after he threw his interception. He's right back on the field 2 plays later. That's athleticism at its finest, right? I mean, I don't have that vertical. Do you?
No.
Okay.
No. That's a big dude. Here's the handoff right side. Stephen Moses follows the right tackle and gets down to about the 7-yard line, and the fumble. Turnover after turnover. Spartans get it right back.
I mean, that was a tough run by Moses, but a gang tackle by the Spartans, and they do get this thing right back. Filling up the stat sheet here on a Saturday evening with just over 7 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the half. Bulldogs having trouble in the red zone their last 2 times down there.
Spartans back onto the field. We'll see what they can do. 2 out wide, 1 on either side. Quarterback standing back on the 4-yard line to take the snap. Working from the line of scrimmage at the 9. There's the give to the tailback. Makes 1 cut following the guards at center. And they got a good push to get him down to about the 14-yard line. That's going to make it 2nd and medium, Ian.
Yeah, both teams have really done a good job on first down. They've been getting ahead of the chain, so getting ahead is 3 yards or more, I'd say, on a first down. When you get yourself in 2nd and 5, 2nd and 4, it opens up the playbook. You can do whatever you want on the 2nd down play, so we'll see what Manchester draws up here.
6:45 to go here in the first half. 12-0 Adrian. Manchester quarterback with the give. Tailback bouncing his way up inside and pinballed off of 3 defenders to get the first down on an 8-yard gain.
Yeah, this is a young backfield for Manchester. Cameron Parker, he's a sophomore. And Dave Paul, he's a freshman. He wears number 24 for this offense. Able to follow some good blocking up front and get that first down.
Paul with 2 out wide again here. From the 22-yard line of the Spartans. There's the give. Tailback reverses fields, runs over 1 Bulldog, staying on his feet and finally dragged down. Nice little carry there by Cameron Parker, but no space for him to work with and not getting much help from his blockers.
Yeah, that was a big-time hit. That's a hit you've been waiting all spring and summer for, Gabe. Is the back cuts to the outside, and it's you and a linebacker, or it's you and a safety. It's the kind of stuff you dream about, and a big-time hit there. after pickup of 4 or 5 yards.
He definitely took advantage of it.
He sure did.
2nd and 6, football down to the 27-yard line. Faking the give, quarterback throws over the middle to the tight end, and he gets it down to the 45 of the Spartans. Big gain there of about 15 yards. 1st and 10 for Manchester.
Yeah, that's what happens when you can run the ball effectively. The linebackers have to respect it, so they play up a little bit. And the tight end went right over the top of them in front of the safety, Kwiatkowski, and able to make that pass complete for a 1st down. So Manchester moving from deep in their territory all the way up to the 45.
1st and 10 from the 45-yard line of the Spartans. 2 out wide. There's the give. Tailback makes a couple of shimmying moves, and he's dragged down after a gain of about 4. Tried to follow the right guard there and found the linebackers.
Yeah, continued success on 1st down. I mean, if you're the OC, offensive coordinator or head coach, you got to like it. Last time they ran it on 2nd down and medium. I wouldn't be surprised if they do it again. Bring these Bulldog linebackers up the field. Because right now you got 5 blocking 3 up front. You can get to that 2nd level and make a block.
Under 5 minutes left here in the 1st half. 12-0 the score. Manchester trailing, but they have the football. 2 out wide, 1 on either side. Tomasi from the shotgun throws one close side. Caught, big receiver, makes the corner miss and is dragged down out of play. On the tackle, Donovan McCary got him.
Yeah, that was the freshman Strokes on him. I think the wind was a factor in that play. He thought he had a chance to get to the football, fell right into the receiver's hand. So by far the best drive for Manchester. They need to try to get some points here on this drive, trailing 12-0 at home.
I'm surprised they haven't looked LeVar LeSure's way more. Big, tall freshman from Marietta, Georgia, goes up and gets the football right there. There's the give to Cameron Parker, the tailback driving up inside, gets about 2 yards. 2nd and long now for Manchester, but the football is down to the Bulldog, 36?
Yep, moving inside Bulldog territory, not quite at the red zone, but, you know, able to do some things on the offensive side, and we've seen Dylan Paul this drive. He's exchanged out at quarterback, so realistically, you're playing for the spring. You know, maybe there's a quarterback competition here for Manchester. They're trying to figure these guys out, what they want to do for their conference schedule. Same here with Adrian College. And they've had some good quarterback play this drive for sure.
3 receivers far side, 1 close side. It's LeSure on the close side for Tomasi. He wants to throw from the shotgun. There's a bomb, and LeSure caught the football, but it popped out as he was rolled over by the cornerback right there. I think that's Perry Johnson who was able to get him to let go of that one.
Yeah, and I think it was Strokes again on the defensive effort for Adrian College. AC brought the safety, so that left the corner one-on-one in coverage. The throw was there. He just about half caught it, but a big break for the Bulldog defense, as that's going to bring up a 3rd down situation.
Yeah, you're right indeed. The freshman from Charlotte with another big play, and Stokes is looking good. They warned me about him last week, or 2 weeks ago rather. Coaches said, hey, watch out for this Stokes kid. He can play some ball, and they're right. Tomasi with a give to Parker. He gets back to the line of scrimmage and nothing more.
That's an interesting call, because that was a 3rd down and 8, or 3rd and 9. Maybe they thought they'd get 4 or 5 on the play and then go for it on 4th, but now they're in a 4th down and long situation.
Here we go, 4th and long, 2:40 left in the 1st half, 12-0 Adrian lead. Manchester with the football right now. LeSure close side, 3 receivers on the far side. Tomasi in the shotgun, Parker at his side, wants to throw the football, uncorks one over the middle, this is caught one-handed. What a play, 1st and 10 for the Spartans down into the red zone. And we have a Bulldog slow to rise, looks like he's all right. Another big catch by Darren Lathrop from Lafayette, Indiana. He's had a couple of impressive plays here today.
Yeah, he just went in between a couple Bulldog linebackers, and throw was right there, catch was solid, and the Spartans find themselves in the red zone.
Spartans threatening to score with just over 2 minutes left in the 1st half. Parker takes the carry up inside, and the guards and center couldn't create any space.
Yeah, Roberts really doing a good job here tonight. taking up blockers. Said in the pregame, he doesn't have to get all the tackles, but he's been right there to make some plays. He's got to eat up 2 blocks, or if it's a one-on-one, try to beat it, because that can blow up the entire play right there on the inside. Roberts playing like a senior, an example for the rest of the Bulldog defense.
90 seconds left in the half. Here we go. Manchester University down to the Bulldog 18-yard line with the football. A very long drive, and they've eaten some clock with it. They trail by 12. Tomasi from the shotgun throws the football the way of LaShore, and nothing doing right there. Stokes on the coverage, and I think he kind of forced him to cut inside.
Yeah, he took a pretty good hit too, Bulldog rusher. On that play, forced him to throw it, and the pass sailed high in this wind. Wind still at the Spartans' back for the remaining minute 21 of this first half. You're in scoring range, you would think. You got a capable kicker who can make it from this distance. But if you score a touchdown here, you've at least cut the lead in half going into the locker room.
3rd and 10, football on the 18-yard line of Adrian. Check down pass to the tailback. That was nearly intercepted by the Bulldog corner. And he's going to make it 1st and goal for the Spartans on a nice catch and run.
Wow, that's a bang-bang play. Timing was everything on that. And just perfect throw, beats the perfect coverage. The pass rush, half a second too late. Spartans are cooking on this drive. They started back inside their 15. Now they're inside the Bulldog 10.
1st and goal, football down to the 7-yard line of Adrian. Spartans with it. They have 2 receivers split out wide, one on either side. LaShore, the close receiver here. Tomasi from the shotgun. They give to the tailback. He's in trouble in the backfield and tackled down right away by the big man. Another big play.
Yeah, good work by that Bulldog defensive front, and that tackle is going to force Manchester to call a timeout here with just about a minute to go in this first half.
We'll take a short break, and we will be right back here on the Adrian College Sports Network in 60 seconds.
Did you miss Constitution Day? The George W. Romney Institute for Law and Public Policy presented the annual Philip J. Perkowski Constitution Day Address on Adrian College TV this year.
His presentation, based on his extensive experience in the courtroom, promises to be revealing and thought-provoking. It's called Making the Words Matter, How All of Us, Not Just the Courts, Can Fulfill the Promise of the Constitution. Please join me in welcoming Brett DeGroff.
Using the arc of the moral universe quote too loosely carries with it a danger of magical thinking. Technically, we couldn't have expected the Constitution to do anything about it earlier. It was perfectly legal under the Constitution up to that point. The real action in this area is going to happen at the local level, in cities and in townships, because city and township governments fund and supervise police departments.
You can watch his revealing and thought-provoking speech now on Adrian College TV.
Welcome back here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Down, threatening to score inside of the Adrian red zone. Spartans with the football. Tomasi from the shotgun on 2nd and goal. Check down pass, and LaShore makes one man miss. Wrapped up by 3 Bulldog defenders and dropped at the 5-yard line.
Nice job. They clearly took away the first read for the Spartan quarterback. Forced him to hold on to that football and roll this right. Solid tackle in play. Clock running now inside 45 seconds.
Here we go, play call coming. Spartans want to burn all of the clock here to end the half and not give Adrian the football back. Adrian up 12-0.
Yeah, I think that's a smart move. 10 seconds on the play clock. They have 2 more timeouts, and they're going to use one right here.
Indeed they will. We'll keep it right here while they convene and talk strategy. We're going to talk about what we think we'll see as well. What does Manchester U do here? They're having a lot of trouble finding success in one way, and I really think all their successes come because they mix it up. Do you think they mix it up again here?
I think they do. I think the short pass into the flat is going to be the way they're going to go. The running backs have made some plays out of the backfield. You got LaShore on the outside, who's made some plays in the flat as well. I think it's going to be a quick pass. If not, maybe a draw type situation. But I think it's a safer bet to throw the football. That way, if it's incomplete, you have more time to draw something up on the 4th down play. Now, that's the real key. What if you don't score here? Do you kick the 3? Because if you're Manchester, you're thinking, this game feels like the Bulldogs are up by more than 12. But you look up on the scoreboard, it's only 12-0. So you almost feel like you have to get a touchdown here. I think if they don't get it on 3rd, you have to go for it on 4th.
24 seconds left in the first half of play. Let's see what they do. Manchester University on 3rd and goal, trailing by 12 to the Adrian Bulldogs. 4 out wide, trips left. Tomasi in the shotgun. Cameron Parker, the halfback at his side, wants to throw the football. Close side check down pass. Receiver goes down right away, and indeed that was a gorgeous tackle. Kwiatkowski got behind him. Stokes in front of him. They dragged him down.
Yeah, Gabe, I think they're listening to the broadcast, Manchester coaches. They threw it into the flat. To their guy, but the tackle was made, and now they're going to burn all the clock they can, and it's decision time. I mean, you're right there at the 2.5-yard line. Do you take the points and try to kick the 3 and go down 9, which is 2 scores, or do you go for it?
Well, if I'm the coach, I hate it when you ask me this.
Sorry. I'll answer first. You go for it.
I think so,
it's
too.
exhibition.
I think so,
Your
too.
offense drove the ball all the way this far. Try to let them finish it. If not, go back to the drawing board.
I think so too. Yeah, it's that situation. It just makes sense to end the half. If you score, it's such a big momentum play. You take that into the halftime break, and then it changes the way you see the whole second half of play. If you don't score, though, I think it's worse than kicking a field goal. No,
I don't want to disagree with you. It does feel different, but you're having that discussion with your offense. You say, what do you want to do?
Yeah.
In a way. I know the players don't decide that, but they can have some input. Like, they've practiced a play for this. This is like your 2-point play. We might see a gadget play. We're going to see their bread and butter, whatever Manchester does, and after all that talking, they're going to kick the field goal.
After all that speculation, we're going to see a field goal.
And experience in the booth, they're going to kick it. And Adrian is going to talk about it, I believe.
Bulldogs electing to ice the kicker.
Now look, Cooper West missed a kick in this direction earlier. It was an extra point, so I guess it's not a gimme going this way. And we've seen this special teams unit block some kicks in the Jim Deere era at Adrian College.
Well, here's a fun one for you. How about the fans over there? Not allowed admittance to the game, and they're camped out on the soccer field.
Yeah, they're farther away than us up here on top of the press box. Yeah. But, man, communities love their university, and they love their football program. And that's the case across the country. They're happy they've gotten to a place where they can play football, and they want to experience it. They've been sitting inside all spring and summer. They're going to go outside and watch some football. Boy, Dogs are coming after this kick.
Yeah, Adrian College making some noise. They're up 12-0, 3 seconds left in the half, and on 4th and goal, Manchester University attempting a field goal. This one is up, away, and through. So that will make it 12-3 here as the Spartans get on the board before the half.
Yeah, you like getting points. You like seeing the 3 instead of the 0, but it's still a 2-score game. It's still a field goal and a touchdown and an extra point game. I would have gone for it, but that's why we're up here and they're down there. They drove from about their 10, 15-yard line all the way in the Bulldog territory, get points. It's something. It's not the grandioso goal of a touchdown, but they're on the board.
See, I told you, this is why I don't do analysis. As soon as I do, not only do you disagree with me, I don't sound like I'm right.
Well, you were right. It's not the first time I've been wrong, I'll tell you that. It's going to be probably a formality here, 0.3 seconds left. Really hot trigger on that clock here at Manchester.
No kidding.
Normally you let that clock just bleed out, but they're gonna make him kick it here with less than a second to go in the half. Halftime analysis coming up. Want to keep people tuned in for that. We'll talk about some stats if we get them, and a breakdown of the first half, and we'll look forward to the second.
Here we go. Spartans going to be sending the football back to Adrian College's Bulldogs. 3/10 of a second on the clock. Adrian up 12-3 here in North Manchester, Indiana. Kicker runs forward and boots this one. And it will skeeter out of play.
Oh, you don't want to see that. There's a Bulldog down at the 33-yard line.
Yeah, that's not
Tangled
good.
up with a teammate. My goodness.
Hopefully he's all right. And will they check on him? We'll take a quick 30-second break and be right back here on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, got out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Welcome back here on the Adrian College Sports Network. So some trouble there on the kickoff. Bulldog injured and had to be helped off the field, Ian.
Yeah, it's number 49, Jordan Kruchek, the defensive lineman, a sophomore from Valley View, Ohio. Hopefully he's okay. You hate to see that on a kickoff with less than a second to go in the half.
1st and 10 now for Adrian with less than a second. Gonna throw this one. Wurzer uncorks one left side, and this is incomplete. He took a shot on the back end of the play. So that will do it for the first half of action. After one half, it is 12-3. Adrian Bulldog lead here on the Adrian College Sports Network. We'll take a 60-second break and be right back with more.
Want to see the Adrian College Outdoor Performance Band in action? The band performed on Adrian College TV, and you can watch the stream again anytime, anywhere. Professional audio technician Christopher Momini beautifully captured the event, and you can listen to the entire performance now. Visit Adrian College TV on YouTube to listen to the concert.
Back to Spartan Stadium here at North Manchester, Indiana, as the Bulldogs take a 12-3 lead into halftime. Some of the things I saw was the defense seeming to stand strong here for the Bulldogs, specifically number 48, Kelvon Roberts, having an amazing first half, getting a few tackles, and definitely getting in there in the backfield and causing some pressure there for the quarterback and causing a few bad mistakes there for the Spartans. And on the other side, the Spartans finally able to get some things going there at the end of the half and able to put 3 on the board. Looking forward, want to see something out of Jack Wurzer and Preston Smith some more. Seen a few highlights there, and he's probably going to go back to Gage Palace as well. Looking to see them probably score again this week. And then also, as far as Manchester, I mean, it's fall. You're not playing till the spring. You finally were able to put some points on the board. Pretty excited to see what's coming back out in the second half for the Spartans. Joining me, Ian.
Yeah, hey, DJ, how's it going? I was trying to do the famous slide into frame for this halftime show, and talked about the defense, and you hit the nail on the head. We talked in the pregame, and you said, Kelvon Roberts, you look for him to have a big night. His family must be watching and send a text to someone and said, hey, DJ says he's going to play great. And he has. I mean, he's been in the backfield. He's been right in there in a couple plays. He got pressure on the quarterback and forced that interception. You can't ask for a better first half from your defensive tackle.
Yeah, and I say it's not even just Kelvon, because like I said earlier, once he gets going, a lot of the defense gets going as well. Kelvon was able to get going early, and so now you got guys, DeAndre Jennings, Kevin Smitherman, Adrian Kirkland making plays up there for that front three. The way the front three has been playing for the Bulldogs is a big reason why they're winning at halftime 12-3.
Yeah, and to get the turnover, too. I mean, we've watched several Bulldog games where they're doing everything right. You know, they're getting some pressure. They're stopping the run when they need to, but they're not getting that turnover. How do you think it feels for those guys for it to pay off?
I think it feels really good, not only to see it happen once, but now it's happened twice just there in the first half. So now they can really see that the things that they do in practice, the small things, the things that they're doing out here, even though they are doing them right, if you continue to do right, that good things will happen.
Yeah, and that's the difference of, in my mind, a good defense and a great one, is you can take the football away and you can make things happen for your offense. Now, offensively, what have you seen from the Bulldog running game? They've tried some runs in the middle. They've tried some on the outside. What type of success have the Bulldogs seen?
It's really been a little bit of both, but more on the outside. That you see that they're really using that speed to get to the outside and take advantage of the guys that they have out there. Those wide receivers, big guys, really doing the blocking, getting the speedy guys out there. Little success in the middle, not much. Pretty much just Steven Moses being a big guy and running right through.
That's true. He's a truck when he's got that football in his hands for sure. And battling this wind, how would you grade Jack Wurzer's performance? I mean, he's had a couple throws caught up in the wind, but he's made some pretty throws.
Oh, yeah. Phenomenal if you ask me. I mean, so the pass over to Gage Palace on the far sideline, phenomenal through the wind. The one down here in the end zone, I really thought Preston Smith was going to be able to grab that. Wind brought that back a little bit. And then he had the one bad decision, which I don't even think you can really accredit to the wind. I think it was more of the pressure. So for the wind to be as strong as it is here, Jack is really showing how good of a quarterback he is.
Yeah, he sure has. And a unit I was a little bit critical of coming into this one and watching the team a couple weeks ago, the special teams. It's like night and day for the Bulldogs here tonight. They've looked good on kick coverage. They haven't had to punt the football yet, so we'll see if they do that in the second half. But are you as impressed as I am of the special teams?
Absolutely. Last week, especially, I think I want to point out the blocking here on the field goal kicking. Last week, or 2 weeks ago, we saw Trine actually return a blocked field goal for a touchdown, and it was a pretty lengthy return at that. So to see the field goal unit doing so well on the blocking is a big step up for the Bulldogs.
Yep, certainly improvement in this second game of their fall season for Adrian College. They lead at Manchester at the half, 12-3. We'll be right back with more on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Sends it in front. Shot sent in by Anthem. She scores. And Adrian with a dream start in the finals of the.
Welcome back here to the campus of Manchester University. Thanks for joining us here on the Adrian College Sports Network. I'm Gabriel Schrei. Here with me is Ian Wendt. We appreciate you being with us
on all of our platforms here today. Very exciting. You can find us all over the web, adrian.edu/live. Kudos of our marketing department. Find us on YouTube at Adrian College TV. Find us on all of our social platforms at Adrian College TV, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Find us on WVAC Radio and WLEN. How long? I mean, it's been 30 years, 35 years of AC football. Thanks, Dad.
Something like that, Gabe. We've been on for quite a few of them, and if you could get me in frame, that'd be super cool for our TV audience. It's great to be back doing football. It's felt like forever since I watched you guys do the Trine game, and even though the Bulldogs lost and they had things to work on, I was like, man, I'd give anything to be in that booth. But I'm not in the booth this time. We're up on top, but it's a lot of fun. We're battling the elements as the Bulldogs are battling the Spartans. Adrian College up 12-3 in this one. A field goal and a touchdown, a missed extra point, and another field goal for AC. Manchester getting that field goal to end that first half. You like that call, Gabe, to go with that field goal?
Yeah, I did. I think if you go for the touchdown and you don't convert, it's very disappointing. It's very disheartening, and that's something you take into the half, and you kind of have to ride that momentum. And you want good mojo going into the half. Football is such a game of momentum, more than any other sport, I believe. Maybe hockey is comparable, but football is such a game of momentum, and that's what they're going into the half with, is some momentum. They chipped away at that lead, and now they have a chance to think about how they can continue to do that.
Yeah, and a Manchester team that struggled against Trine, dropping their contest to 37-0 to the Thunder. It's their homecoming. They're breaking in this beautiful new facility here in North Manchester. So I guess in that respect, you're right. You want to score, you want to get that good feeling to christen this new field, but the offense showed me a lot to end that first half.
Yeah, absolutely. That offense looked really sharp. That was a very long drive, and they did a lot of different things very well. So that has to be disconcerting for the Bulldog defense, because that either means they figured them out or they've just got enough momentum to keep stringing that together and they're finally warmed up.
Yeah, and it might have been a case of there were 2 or 3 turnovers almost back-to-back-to-back in the Manchester goal line. So the emotional up and down of a Bulldog defense. Okay, you get the takeaway. Okay, then you're talking about on the sideline, what can we do better? What did we like? And then, oh, we're back on the field. Really? Yeah, Jack threw a pick. We got to go make a play again. And that up and then that down of, man, the offense couldn't quite convert. But go to the drawing board, the whiteboard, the chalkboard, whatever they have here for facilities, and figure things out defensively. They got pressure at times. Clevon Roberts has played a great game defensively. Stokes, the freshman corner, has had some really shining moments in the second game of his Bulldog career.
Yeah, absolutely. Stokes has looked really good, and we've seen a lot of success offensively for both programs. Werzer is on pace to be undoubtedly the greatest quarterback in Adrian College history at this moment.
Gosh,
but
and
today he's not playing well.
No, he's not, and the wind is a factor for sure, and the Manchester defense has made plays, and receivers have had chances to catch balls, and they just didn't. It's wild to think, Gabe. We've watched the best statistical running back in Adrian College Bulldog football history with Emmanuel Stewart. And you're right, I think we're seeing it right now for our quarterback, Jack Werzer, and that's a testament to the coaching staff.
Yeah, Jim Deere, Keith Euchre, Harry Bailey.
Recruit, develop the guys, and keep them here. Because we've seen talent come in, and we're like, this freshman's going to be lights out, and then he's not there next season. To keep a guy like Werzer around is a huge plus. I'm seeing that with Preston Smith. He's got the intangibles to be a standout in this offense. I want to keep that growth continued. I have faith in this coaching staff that they can get that done. But there are pieces for this team, and I've said this before, to be MIAA contenders in the spring when we go back to playing conference football. Hope lost a lot of seniors. Alma's right there. Don't count them out. Trine played us tough, so they're not going away. But we have one of, if not the best quarterback in the conference and we have to take advantage of that.
I would say that Adrian College does have the best quarterback in the conference. Looking at the ground game, Adrian College way better on the ground. Stephen Moses, 9 carries, a long of 42. He's averaging almost 10 yards per carry, punched it in once in the first half, has 88 rushing yards. Jimmy Clark pitching in as well, playing pretty well. 5 carries in the first half, 21 yards out of him. Cameron Parker, the guy that the Spartans are leaning on, he had 9 carries through the first half, good for about 28 yards. That's 3 yards per carry. His long was 8. And Tomasi is really outplaying everyone throwing the football. Paul has 6 passing attempts as well for the Spartans, only good for 17 yards. And he's only completed 2 of his 6 attempts as well as thrown 2 picks. But Tomasi has completed 11 of his 15 attempts for 88 yards. Werzer is only 5 for 10 on the day with that pick. And that, that's one of those picks that they add up, but it wasn't his fault. It wasn't a good decision to throw that, but it shouldn't have been a pick.
Right, and it's like you're trying to make the perfect play when maybe the smart play is run out of bounds or throw it away. And he's made those throws before, so maybe that's why he felt he could do it. He knows that. He's going to bounce back. But I don't mind the 10 passes. That's realizing the conditions we're in. It's windy. It's kind of chilly. But Jack Werzer will certainly bounce back. Switching sides. We've been really impressed with the defensive output by these Adrian College Bulldogs, and they're being led right now by the Adrian native, Adrian High School grad, Sam Madrid. He's wearing number 11 from his linebacker spot. He has 4 total tackles, 3 solo, 1 assist. He does have a tackle for loss. And number 42, Kyle Minder, also has 4 total tackles on the night for Adrian College. So a good effort from the Bulldog linebacking core. Juwan Stokes with 5 tackles as well. He's got 3 solo, 2 assisted. DeAndre Jennings as well. He's played a good game. He's wearing number 31 for the Bulldogs. 5 tackles for him, 4 solo. He plays that defensive end spot, but I think we're seeing Coach Deere in the defense move him out, play some coverage a little bit, because he's athletic enough to make those plays for AC with this 12-3 lead. 3 scores for the Dogs, 2 field goals by West, and a touchdown for Moses on just a dump truck run by the big converted linebacker. He's probably spent all offseason just holding on to a football like it's his baby. Like it's his baby. Like he's like those experiments in high school science class where you take an egg home and you say, don't break this egg, or home ec, whatever class it was. Protect this thing like it's your child. I'm sure Stephen Moses did that this summer, running drills, just at home, eating cereal in the morning. Got to hold on to that football, because when you're a converted linebacker to running back, that puts some added pressure on you. So far, he's done a great job. We're going to take a quick 30-second timeout. We'll be back with the second half of Bulldog football. Adrian leads Manchester University 12-3. We'll be right back in 30 seconds.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
Welcome back, and second half is getting started here at Manchester University. Kickoff down to our right. Bulldog return man fields that down inside the 10, takes it up to the 30-yard line where he's tackled. And he'll go out of play right there.
Some decent field position for AC, as we'll see the Bulldog junior quarterback Jack Werzer once again. Very familiar position in that pistol set with the running back behind him.
Werzer from the shotgun. There's the give right up the gut. Tailback makes a couple of quick jukes and dragged down as he rolls over the 40-yard line to the 41. 2nd and 1 to go for Adrian College's Bulldogs to start the drive.
Yeah, number 20, that's Jimmy Clark getting the carry there on a first down. Good push up front by the Bulldog offensive line, making that play happen.
Here we go, 2nd and 1. Bulldogs, first down and more. Quick cut across the 40. Now the 35 of the Spartans bounces off of defenders and pinballs his way to the 22-yard line. 1st and 10, Adrian Bulldogs deep in Manchester University territory.
Boy, Mr. Clark, give him a break. My goodness, what great blocking up front by AC, and they got things moving here in the second half. There's a fire lit under this Bulldog offense.
A huge run right there. 1st and 10 for Adrian now. Wurzer wants to throw the football in the shotgun. Pressure coming. Gonna run with it. Rolling far side. Cuts once and dragged down right at the 20.
And that's all Wurzer could do on that one. He was looking through his progression, and Wurzer does something that he can do. He's done it in his Bulldog career, is run with that football. Picks up a couple yards on that first down play. If you're offensive coordinator Harry Bailey, you want this ball in the end zone, as they've kicked a couple of field goals tonight.
Here we go, 2nd down and 9. Football on the turf. Wurzer falls on it. Going to be 3rd and long now as they maintain possession.
That's Pelletier and Wurzer. Haven't seen that tonight. Good play by Wurzer, just jumping on that football. His offense can fight for at least another down, but that down is going to be 3rd, and it's going to be long.
Third and long, football from the 23-yard line of the Spartans. Adrian College with it. They lead 12-3, 12:45 left here in quarter 3. Wurzer wants to throw from the shotgun, takes a shot, and the pass is complete on the far sideline. Nice catch right there. The receiver coming back to the football and just able to get underneath of that one. Preston Smith.
Yeah, solid catch by Smith. You run that 3rd down play short of the line to gain because you know you're going for it on 4th down. You're not trying to get all 10. They got 8, put themselves in a good position here to go for it on 4th down, and I suspect Stephen Moses in the backfield, the big back for the Bulldog offense.
4th and 2 from the 19-yard line. Wurzer throws one for the end zone. What a fake, and the touchdown for the Adrian College Bulldogs.
Heidi, what a catch. What a catch. What a throw from Wurzer, too. He had some pressure in his face game on a 4th and 2. OC Harry Bailey dials it up, and the Bulldogs cash that in for a big 6 points to start the 3rd quarter.
Now for the PAT, Adrian is up 18-3 right now here in North Manchester. Snap and hold are good. The kick will go up, away, and through. So it is 19-3 here on the Adrian College Sports Network. We will take a 60-second break and be right back with more Adrian Bulldog football. Adrian College's 2020-2021 enrollment has set a new record at 1,865 students. The incoming freshman class of 602 new students helped set the new record. This is the 13th consecutive year the Bulldogs have had an incoming class of more than 500 freshmen. Nearly 6,000 high school seniors applied to attend Adrian College this fall. Why do so many students choose Adrian? Adrian is constantly expanding majors offered to incoming freshmen. If you're a high schooler or know someone who is looking at taking their education to the next level, AC could be the answer. To see the programs Adrian offers, learn more about the process, schedule a visit, and even apply today, visit adrian.edu/admissions. adrian.edu/admissions. We look forward to seeing you on campus. Welcome back here to the campus of Manchester University. It is 19-3. Currently an Adrian Bulldog lead as the Spartans get the football back. Return man makes a couple of cuts, trying to bounce it outside, and he's dragged down. He'll get forward progress to the 28-yard line, and that's where they'll start this possession.
Yeah, good little return there. Kick did not reach the end zone, giving the Bulldog returner, or coverage unit, I should say, an opportunity to make a tackle. And I don't know if it's a strategy to kick it short. I know some kickers can easily get it out of the back of the end zone, but in conference play, you need practice. You need practice when you're going up against a Hope, against an Albion, against a Trine, against an Olivet, to make the tackle on a return man. Solid tackle there for the Dogs.
Here we go, and the pass goes left side. I think the receiver ran the wrong route on first down. So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the Bulldog, or rather the Spartan 29. They've got the football, Manchester University, and they trail 19-3 with 12 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Boy, getting some pressure on there was Sam Madrid, the Adrian native. He wears number 11, but if you're not sure exactly where he is on the field, he's got the white undershirt hanging out through his jersey. Thank you, Sam. It makes it easy to identify you when you make a play, but a flag on that play. I missed it in the act of it. I did not catch the call. It might have been a roughing the passer situation, pass interference. Thanks, DJ. So first down for Manchester up near their 40.
Here we go. Manchester 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line of their own side of the field. They're working left to right on your radio dial. Quarterback in the shotgun, tailback at his side, 2 receivers out wide. There's the give, and nothing doing. Trying to burst up inside there and being stopped pretty quickly was Cameron Parker.
Yeah, Parker, the leading rusher for Manchester. Not a ton of yardage, but you got to run the ball with some success to be able to throw. You got to keep the linebackers thinking, all right, do I go back into my pass coverage zone, or do I go up and make the play on the ball carrier? So I don't mind that run on first down. They got some decent yardage on it too.
7 to go here. Quarterback fakes the give. Check down pass close side. It's the big man right there, and he couldn't get underneath of the football. Good looking pass, but LeVar LeSure, the freshman, just couldn't catch up to it. Little plug for Patrick Stewart, sending us some stats. Let's save it for when they get back on O.
All right, our
I'm getting
sports
too
information
anxious.
at the college.
Yeah, I'm getting a little anxious. I love it when Patrick sends us stuff. I'm getting too excited.
And that pass was there for LeSure.
Yeah, that was a good pass.
It was open. You just got to hit that throw. I know it's a tough out, but got to make that connection.
3rd and 7, quarterback rolling close side. Tomasi wants to run with a check down pass. LeSure right on the sideline. He caught it.
Wow, what a catch.
That'll move the chains over the midfield stripe to the Bulldog 47-yard line. 1st and 10, Spartans.
My goodness, you can't defend it any better than that. Just a toe tapper catch. Right on the sideline there for Manchester.
.45 left here in quarter 3, and a big tackle made down on the 45-yard line. Receiver cuts inside, and Lathrop wide open.
Looked like Malik Ray on that tackle. Had an interception in the first half. Did Ray playing the linebacker spot?
2nd and 7, 4 out wide. Spartans, Tomasi in the shotgun, shovel pass right up in there and nothing doing. Tailback brought down by Minder right away. 3rd and 6.
Yeah, Minder, and I was watching Roberts on the play too. He saw the lineman release. He saw him do that block for a couple seconds and then let off, and he goes, something's going on behind me. So he turned around and he got in on that tackle. I don't know if I would credit him with half a tackle, but he certainly helped out his linebacker Minder make the play.
19-3 the score. Adrian up. Spartans have the football on 3rd and 6 from the 44-yard line of the Adrian College Bulldogs. Tight set near the line of scrimmage here. Ian Tomasi in the shotgun, and now timeout taken by Adrian College's Bulldogs down on the field.
Gabe, I heard a coach yell for timeout through our headsets from across the stadium. They saw something that they did not like on that 3rd down play, so they're going to burn a timeout with about 9 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. I don't know what he saw. I didn't see it, but they're going to correct it. You can guarantee it on the third down play upcoming.
Yeah, absolutely. Good eyes. And I love watching these guys coach. They see so many things, and it's really interesting. I think Harry Bailey especially is just an offensive genius. And the way that Jim Deere and him move talent around, the way the defense plugs pieces in where they need to be, it's really impressive.
Yeah, and I'm sure they had plenty of conversations about a guy like Steven Moses. The defense saying, look, we need him. He's a playmaker. But then you got to talk him into giving him to the offense. Say, we want this guy to have the football. We want him to score touchdowns. And that collaboration with the coaching staff is key to success for any program. But you're right, Gabe. These guys look at things in a split second and decide that's wrong. And then you have to make the call of, let's take a timeout. Let's get it right. Let's talk about it. Good teaching moment for the Bulldogs on the field.
3rd and 6 now for the Spartans. 4 out wide. Trips left. Tomasi lets one go. This is over the head of the DB. Thought he had a pick. Now it's 4th down.
Yeah, Manchester looking for a call. They don't get it along the Bulldogs sideline. They're going to argue for a hold on the play. There's a penalty on every play, you can say, in collegiate football and high school football for that matter, but is it egregious? Did it really impact the play? That ball was really tough to catch. Could you make the argument? Sure, is there hand fighting? Of course. Bulldogs might have gotten away with one. We'll leave it at that.
4th down, here comes the punt. This one's sent away far side and takes a Bulldog-friendly bounce to where it'll be batted at the 16-yard line, and the Spartans will just down this one there. So the Bulldogs and quarterback Jack Werzer will get back to work with 9:21 to go in the third quarter of action, and they lead 19-3 here on the Adrian College Sports Network, Ian.
Yeah, this is a momentum drive. It really is. You got a decent lead. You got a 16-point lead here, a 2-score lead. But you really want to keep things going here with the second drive, because we saw that in the first half. They had success early, and then they got stopped a couple times, a couple of turnovers. Pedal to the metal. I want to see Preston Smith get involved. He's in the slot right here.
Bulldogs starting from their own 17-yard line. Werzer in trouble in the shotgun. Lets this one go right side. 2 players diving for it. Bulldogs says he has it, and he does.
Wow.
What a play down on the sideline.
My goodness, I thought that play had pick written all over it.
It did.
Werzer forced back to his end zone, threw it across his body to the sideline, and somehow the Bulldog receiver came down with it for the catch.
Ian, that's why Jack Werzer started the second half here today with 4,749 passing yards. Next up on the list for passing yards all-time for Adrian College, Bruce Crossthwaite with 4,959. He played from 84 to 87 at AC. Here's the give. Tailback gets about 7 yards, second and short. And Werzer has 43 passing touchdowns in his career, which is 2 shy of Crossthwaite for second place. That's per Sports Information Director Patrick Stewart. We appreciate you shooting that off to us and for tuning in, of course.
Yeah, of course.
It's a pretty unbelievable career he's putting together. It's been a lot of fun to watch him.
It really is, and I'm sure he's heard this his whole life, and I'm sorry to put it out there again. He's undersized for a quarterback.
Yeah.
Not for a D3 quarterback.
No.
He's perfect size for a D3 quarterback. He can do things with his legs. He can see over the line. It's not like you're going up and you got like Trenton Williams lined up there and he's 6'9". You can't see over him. These guys are big on the line, but they're not necessarily that tall. Werzer can have success in this offense. He has. Credit to Harry Bailey, and he's made the most of his opportunities here at AC. Playing early really helps you break records, too.
No kidding.
If you play 4 years, a little bit easier.
Tailback spins in the backfield and dragged down. Going to bring up 3rd and 11 for Adrian College. He may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage on forward progress. We'll see where they put him.
Yeah, he did get driven back right there. They'll exchange their power look for their speed look. It's a guy like Preston Smith, a guy like Gage Pallas, a guy like Luke Heide getting involved in this offense. And again, looking for Smith or Pallas to make a play here on the outside.
7.5 to go in the third quarter. Adrian up 19-3. They have the football on 3rd and 7. Werzer from the shotgun throws one right side. in and out of the hands of King Wilson. He dropped the football. He was wide open.
Oh, Gabe had him up the right sideline. Werzer had pressure right in his face. He let it go. And Wilson could not connect. I was going to say a couple plays ago, I haven't heard from Wilson. And unfortunately, it's on a dropped ball. But he's that other element. He was the number 1 guy last year, or number 2 guy, I should say, with McGaw in the mix. But unfortunate break for Wilson. Good throw by Werzer. Protection was there, but Manchester gets them off the field.
Bulldogs going to punt the football now. Snap is good. This one away. Wow, what a gorgeous punt. Fielded back just over the 20. Stokes diving for the tackle. How about the effort from Stokes right there on special teams?
Yeah, it sure was. You got a couple assignments when there's a punt. You have first a blocking assignment, and then you have a coverage assignment. Okay, so he did his block. He went down and almost made a play on the returner right where he caught it. He couldn't, but that's the first punt of the night for Austin Banky, and the exchange was good. Center to punter. Kick was great from Austin Banky. We've seen that in his young Bulldog career. Special teams has really tightened it up here in this game. No question.
3 out wide, 2 close side. Tomasi in the shotgun. Spartans working from their own 30-yard line. There's the give to the tailback. Splits 2 Bulldog defenders and drag down.
And that's some gap coverage on the defensive side. They did not over-pursue in any direction. They stood up the blocker, and they were able to shed it and make a tackle. I saw Sam Madrid rushing. He didn't do it like a wild, crazy person. He did it disciplined. He did it knowing I might have to play the run. Bulldogs did it, and they were able to rally and make a tackle.
19-3 the tally. Bulldogs leading here, under 7 minutes to go in quarter 3. Tomasi for the Spartans in the shotgun. Wants to throw the football. Laser over the middle. Intercepted by the Bulldogs. Back-to-back huge plays by Stokes, but there's a flag back on the 40-yard line. We'll see if they reverse this call.
That's right where the pass was intercepted by Stokes. In all likelihood, it's going to be a defensive PI, but Stokes is going to say, look, he underthrew the football. I was playing it, and the officials are talking about it here, and I think that's what they're going to say.
Here comes the call. Yes, indeed, pass interference against the defense. Hate to see it. Stokes had that big effort there on special teams, a couple of big plays defensively in the first half, and one of the first things I said about the defense of this contest, Ian, they warned me about this kid.
Yeah, and he's wearing number 24. Sean Stark's number from last year.
That's pretty ironic.
That's some expectation. That's a shutdown corner for the Bulldogs, and he's making plays worthy of that jersey number to this point. Tough break there. I think he extended his arms. I think that's what they got him on, to turn around and catch it. If he just pivots and turns, I don't think they call it.
6.5 left in the third quarter, barreling up inside, and the tailback for the Spartans gets 3 yards before the whistle sounds, and they pile on. Man, Mike Duffy said, too bad you can't turn off the wind. It is too bad. I love that man. He's a gem.
A big thank you to both of these athletic departments, both of these institutions, for allowing us to be here and broadcast this game for you. The teams put in the work, and the administrations are both putting in the work to give you this broadcast.
No kidding.
It really is special.
Tomasi running with the football, throws this one away. You can't say enough about some of the leaders involved in the decisions being made around this football game, and this is one of 7 being played in the United States at the Division III level this year. Pretty incredible stuff. Mike Duffy's my guy as far as athletics goes at Adrian College. He's just an incredible man. He's really a great leader. The impact he has on so many people. A little plug for Coach, man. He's a good guy.
It's about setting a goal and getting the steps in place to achieve it. They say we want to play football in the fall, and so did Manchester, Bluffton, and Trine. Okay, what are the steps we need to take to make it happen?
Tomasi rolling left of the football. Look at that shovel pass. They got to practice that. ran out of play, but not before he moves the chains. 1st and 10. Spartans down to the 39-yard line of the Adrian College Bulldogs. They trail 19-3 to Adrian, 5.5 left in quarter 3.
Yeah, it almost looked like a basketball jump shot.
They got to practice
Tomasi
that.
pulling to his right. It was like a fadeaway look. Just lobs it over the linebacker's head. The flats have been there for Manchester. There's almost been nothing over the top. So they're going short and medium, and that's working for the offense.
Here's the give, and nothing doing. Cameron Parker thought he could slip away, was dragged down. He did get a nice gain, though. Got down to the 35-yard line for a gain of about 4. 2nd and medium.
Manchester able to get to that second level, but they haven't really broken through on any big runs here tonight. I think that's what the Bulldog defense is banking on, is keeping everything in front of them, nothing over the top.
Here we go. Tomasi wants to throw the football, rolling close side, pressure coming, trying to make a decision. Ladles this one, and Kwiatkowski with a big hit on LeSure. He goes down hard.
That's a scary play, and another tough look for the Bulldogs is an Adrian player is down at the 40, but he's up right now. He was down there for a moment. I couldn't catch the number. One of the front 7 guys for AC went down. He's up, and the training staff's going to look at him.
Yeah, hopefully he's all right, taking his time coming off the field here. 4:45 left in quarter 3. 19-3 the tally. Adrian leading here on the road. Football will be at the 35-yard line, and it's 3rd and 6 for Manchester University when we get back underway. They're getting that Bulldog off the field, and he was largely under his own power, so it looks like he'll be all right.
Yeah, that was a dangerous throw. It was eerily similar to Jack Wurzer's interception. A roll to the right side toward the sideline, and you're thinking, can I run it? Can I throw it? Throws it, tipped ball, falls harmlessly to the turf. And with under 5 minutes to go in the third, Manchester's in that 4-down territory at the Bulldog 35. Especially with the wind blowing in their face.
3rd and 6.
And our faces, too.
Ours, too. Very much so. We're way up here. This one, swinging it out to the tailback. He's in trouble down on the sideline. Kwiatkowski with a nice gator roll right there. 4th and medium.
Yeah, good form. There's too much speed for the Bulldog defense. A relatively slow developing play. That's where you want to get the football, right? Is in the flat against what Adrian's doing. It just took too long to develop. Kwiatkowski with that speed from that free safety spot. Came up, a big hit, forcing a 4th and medium here in a spot where Manchester needs to get 5.5 yards.
From the 35, 4th and 6. 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Tomasi wants to throw. Pressure coming.
Oh!
He's sacked, and the football hits the turf. Bulldog defender has it. No whistle. The big man could go. The defensive lineman trying to take it to the end zone, and he will. Unbelievable. A 65-yard touchdown. Wow. I got to calm down. I messed up the yardage there. The big man is DeAndre Jennings from Houston, Texas.
Put that football in the trophy case, DeAndre. That's a scoop, and that's a score. Defense gets it done for AC on a 4th down, and Tomasi under pressure on that play. Bulldogs brought a blitz. They blitzed him from the backside of the play. Now, if we had replay, Tomasi was close to being down, and that's what Manchester's going to argue. But the call on the field is a fumble return for a touchdown. And the Bulldog defense scores here this evening.
That's unreal. You love to see it.
Got a nice little block at the midfield stripe. Jennings, maybe he wants to play some running back.
I guess. He must. Here we go for the PAT. Snap is good, hold is good, kick goes up away, and this one will find its way through. So it is now going to be 26-3 here at Manchester University. We'll take a 60-second break and be right back with more Bulldog football here on ACSN.
Want to see the Adrian College Outdoor Performance Band in action? The band performed on Adrian College TV, and you can watch the stream again anytime, anywhere. Professional audio technician Christopher Momini beautifully captured the event, and you can listen to the entire performance now. Visit Adrian College TV on YouTube to listen to the concert.
Welcome back here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Spartans returning the kickoff, and they'll reach down to the 27-yard line. That's where they'll start this next drive, 73 yards from the Bulldog end zone.
Yeah, put that in the highlight reel for DeAndre Jennings, the scoop and the score moments ago, and you get a prize, DeAndre. You get to go right back on the field and try to repeat, and that's a tough break for Manchester. On a fourth down play, you were stopped on a third down attempt. To lose the football and to give up a touchdown, that's tough for the offense. But they're going to get an opportunity here right back on the field, trailing by 23 with just under 4 minutes to go. I'd like to see them try to throw it deep a little bit. Try to open up the Bulldog defense. They've seen enough short throws. Maybe a double move is in order. Maybe go over the top, and Manchester is going to talk about it. They're going to burn a timeout before this drive even starts, Gabe.
Yeah, they burn a timeout right away, and we'll see what they put on the drawing board. 3:40 left here in quarter number 3. 26-3 the score right now as Adrian is up here on the road. Ian, what do you think we're going to see?
Well, I just said it. I think the play here is a double move. I think you run a slant and a go, however you want to call it, a slant and go, sluggo. A guy like LeSure who's got some speed. Run inside a couple yards and then just go. Get the linebacker and safety to think you're going that way, and then cut it right back up the field and hope to get a pass on the numbers. Look, they're into the wind. It's going to be tough, but they have to try to get the top off of this Bulldog defense.
You can follow us on Twitter at Adrian College TV to see the highlights, including that big man scoop and score. That was fun. Here we go. Now it's going to be 1st and 10 as the Spartans start this next possession. Check down pass, far side, and trouble in the backfield. He will get back to the line of scrimmage, and I believe he got a yard or so there. Going to be 2nd and long for Manchester U.
Yeah, try to screen pass to the wide side of the field. Bulldogs too quick in their pursuit. Linebackers all over the field today for this Jim Deere defense. Made a nice tackle at or just behind the line of scrimmage.
Spartans back to work. Trips right here. One receiver far side. Check down pass close side. LeSure has a blocker, and both Bulldogs evade him. Stokes the first one there. They'll drag him down after a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7 now.
Yeah, that's a perfect form tackle from Stokes. He hit him low in his stomach area, wraps up with his arms, and drives him back the other way and waits for his teammates to finish it off. And you're right, Gabe. Coaches talked about him in the offseason before this game. We just hope he becomes the corner that we think he can be for this Bulldog defense.
3rd and 7 now for Manchester U. Quarterback working from the shotgun, tailback at his side. He wants to throw. Receiver is open down the sideline here. This one is going to be intercepted. I thought they were going to call that an interception, and the Bulldog DB just couldn't get underneath of it. Diving to try and make the play was Alan Roberson, the freshman.
Yeah, a couple dogs there on the football, and another iffy throw to the right for Manchester, and Bulldog defense staying disciplined, and a very quick 3-and-out for Manchester. They've certainly had their struggles offensively, Gabe.
Yeah, Manchester has struggled to string things together offensively, and this is a team, this team has a lot of fun offensive talent. Was sure the quarterbacks are both pretty good. They can do some things well. Their tailback is very physically gifted, and you wonder what's it going to take for them to string some of those better plays together and put together big drives and score touchdowns. I don't know what the answer is for this coaching staff. That's why I do play-by-play, and I'm not the head coach, but I think it's there, and they're going to find it. It might just take some time.
Yeah, we saw one really good drive, and that was to end the first half when they scored those 3 points, drove it into the red zone, settled for 3 at the end of the half. And you're right, it's something you go and you take the film, and you see what works and what doesn't work, and build off of that. Things you want to see, the way you attack different defenses, and expect growth from this season. And look, it's an exhibition for us as much as it is for Manchester.
Werzer with a howitzer left side, and
PI.
King Wilson picked up by the corner. That has to be pass interference, and it is.
Incomplete. There is a penalty marker on the play.
Timothy Bozeman from Palm Bay, Florida, picked him up.
Yeah, that pass was underthrown by Werzer. I mean, he had Wilson deep. If he hits him in stride, we're talking about a touchdown. But instead, the throw a little short. Wilson, a good job of coming back to that football. And Manchester going to get hit with a big penalty to start this drive. And what I was getting at, Gabe, is Adrian's getting ready for the MIAA season. Manchester's getting ready for their conference games too. You're not trying, of course you want to win, and you want to compete, and you want to look good. But this is like a preseason, if you will, for these two teams. I would like to believe that there's an advantage to playing in the fall, is to get some game film and get some game experience and go to the drawing board for your conference games.
Werzer give to Clark. Clark sheds 1, 2, 3, and fighting his way down over the 30-yard line. That'll move the chains of 1st and 10 for the Adrian College Bulldogs.
Yeah, we saw the pass a play ago go to Wilson. That's going to be a guy. You know, he's who has to be the guy. He was one of the guys last year. That second option or the first option or maybe even the third to make decisions on the outside.
Tailback, barreling forward, the spin move and diving into the end zone. That is the Bulldog touchdown, but there's a flag back on the 8-yard line. We'll see what the call is.
This one could go either way. A couple players went down to the brand new turf here at Manchester. They're gesturing toward the Bulldogs sideline, so it appears to be against Manchester, as Adrian is also bringing on their kicking team.
Classic Jim Deere.
Another giveaway. Yeah, we're going to take the points. I mean, it might be, if they put it on the kickoff or not, it might be what they're asking Coach about. Hear them shouting field goal. It's the Bulldog shuffle.
Okay.
The kicking team and the offensive unit. High fives back and forth. They will count the touchdown for Jimmy Clark. What a great run. There was some power there. There was some finesse and, of course, speed that we know Clark possesses, and able to get the score. Still shuffling players in and out.
Yeah, play clock at 10 seconds. They might be able to shuffle one more player in and out here if they hurry.
It looks like they're trying to go for this. I couldn't tell you. They might have to burn a timeout here.
Yeah, they're going to have to. Sending the player out with 5 seconds left on the play clock. They're going to take a timeout. We will as well. We'll be right back in 30 seconds here on the Adrian College Sports Network. They're going for 2. Welcome back here on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Need to practice everything, Gabe. You're up 32-3. Let's see what their 2-point play is.
There's the handoff, and they will convert. 34-3 now the tally with 94 seconds left in the third quarter.
It's a good confidence builder for your offensive line and your running back, Moses.
Adrian 34, Manchester 3.
And look, we just said it. The score almost doesn't matter at this point, and we're going to take a break. Gabe wants to get one of these commercials in. We'll be right back. Bulldogs lead it 34-3 late stages in the third quarter here on the Adrian College Sports Network.
30 seconds.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
Welcome back here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Thanks for being with us. And the Spartans getting a chance to work with the football here on the kickoff. They're going to start this drive down inside their own 30. A little bit of extracurricular there.
25. My goodness. Got an official between them.
Number 13.
Block
Good
to the
call.
whistle. That's what all the coaches say, and no penalty results, and Manchester will get this football back. At this point, you might as well turn the scoreboard off. You're trying to sustain a drive. You're trying to do some things right, piece things together. It's not counting against your conference mark. You know, we said it in the pregame, be thankful we're playing football. You know, go have some fun. We're having fun. These guys are having fun. Regardless of score, it's their homecoming here in Manchester. It's a brand new stadium. Go out and sling it. Throw a couple deep passes. Do a couple trick plays. Go deep into the playbook here with under a minute 20 to go in the third. You're down 34-3.
Yeah, Bulldogs are having a good day, and the Spartans are looking to just build some momentum going forward as they are trailing big here at home. Big thanks to everyone who's joined us here tonight on the Adrian College Sports Network. Great listening and viewing audience. We always appreciate your support. Trips left for the Spartans. Man in motion is the tailback. Quarterback looking that way, now rolling with the football, going to flip it out to the tailback, and he slips a couple but is tackled down. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and 15 now, Ian.
Yeah, it looks like Tomasi's looking deep. Like he's looking deep first, and it's not there. And then he has to try to check it down, and the playmakers on the edge aren't getting it done against the Bulldog defensive backs. Maybe send 2 people deep. You know, you see that in the NFL, run a couple guys double post or a double go route. Make the defense adjust to what you're doing.
Here we go, 2nd and 15, 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Tailback makes one cut, dragged down. He'll get it to the 29-yard line. That's back to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to make it 3rd and 10 as Kyle Minder drags him down.
It never fails when the color commentator suggests something and the offense does the complete opposite. I say go deep. They have a pretty good run up the middle, but it's still setting up a long situation here for the offense.
3rd and 10, and the Bulldogs are going to burn a timeout here with 10 seconds left here in quarter 3, Ian.
Yep, trying to get things squared away on a second down play. Last time they used the timeout on defense, it worked to their advantage, so you don't mind it. Again, this is an exhibition game. You want to get things right. If you're playing an MIAA opponent, you don't want a timeout in that situation. You want to save it for when you absolutely need it. But I don't mind it here. Give the defense a chance to draw something up. We'll see if they bring pressure. They've had success when they brought some extra rushers. I'm looking for a guy like Sam Madrid to maybe get some pressure on the passer here in this situation.
Here we go. 3rd and 10 from the 29-yard line. 2nd and 10 from the 29-yard line. It's N10. Here's the pass right side, caught, and that's 1st and 10 for the Spartans. Good throw and catch right there. 4.8 seconds left in the quarter. They're hurrying to the line. I'm not sure if they're able to get something off, Ian.
Clock stops momentarily, and it's going to roll off the final 5 in the 3rd quarter. Big 3rd quarter it was for Adrian College. They get a couple scores. They are up 34-3 here on the road over Manchester University. We will take a 60-second break. We'll be back with quarter 4 here on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Adrian College's 2020-2021 enrollment has set a new record at 1,865 students. The incoming freshman class of 602 new students helped set the new record. This is the 13th consecutive year the Bulldogs have had an incoming class of more than 500 freshmen. Nearly 6,000 high school seniors applied to attend Adrian College this fall. Why do so many students choose Adrian? Adrian is constantly expanding majors offered to incoming freshmen. If you're a high schooler or know someone who is looking at taking their education to the next level, AC could be the answer. To see the programs Adrian offers, learn more about the process, schedule a visit, and even apply today, visit adrian.edu/admissions. adrian.edu/admissions. We look forward to seeing you on campus.
Welcome back here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Thanks for being with us. Gabriel Schrei here with Ian Wendt. Spartans with the football on 1st down. The give right up inside and nothing doing. Entering quarter 4, that was the first play of the quarter. It is 34-3 Adrian lead here in Indiana.
Yeah, the defense for Adrian has made plays. They've gotten turnovers. They've made good tackles, and Roberts in on that play, and there's another player down. And it looks like another Bulldog down at the Manchester 40. Well, we've seen the Manchester offense out there quite a bit, I'd say, getting the ball back after Adrian scores. If you're the coaching staff for AC, that's the unit you want on the field. They need the most practice. They're the most inexperienced unit between the offense and defense. So if I'm Coach Steer, I don't mind that the defense is out there. They need to get things squared away for when they go up against an offense like Hope, like Trine in the regular season, like an Olivet or Alma or Kazoo in the MIAA season. The Bulldog training staff is tending to the player down on the 40. We'll see if we can get the number for you. We're going to take a break. We're just one play into the 4th quarter. AC leads it 30.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
Welcome back here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Thanks for being with us. Gabriel Schrei here with Ian Wendt. We are in quarter 4 of this contest in North Manchester, Indiana. Pass left side, caught LaShore with a nice little route right there. Gets the football and moves the chains over the midfield stripe down to the 46-yard line of Adrian. 1st and 10, Manchester U. They trail 34-3.
Yeah, it's pretty clear that number 88, the big receiver, is going to be their go-to guy when they play in their conference season coming up in the spring. He's made a couple of great catches here tonight.
First and 10, and the flag right there.
A quick injury note. We did catch the number for the Bulldog that was hurt. That was number 44, Kevin Smitherman, the experienced defensive lineman. He did get off the field walking with a little bit of assistance, so we hope he comes back and comes back very healthy, because this Bulldog defense needs him. He's a difference maker on that front.
Here we go. Now 1st and 15 from right on the midfield stripe for Manchester U. 5 out wide, trips right. Here's a laser over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jostled out by Kwiatkowski, who delivered the hit.
Yeah, and that's what that was, Gabe. That pass was right there on the money. Kwiatkowski did the old reach your arm around and swat the ball out. Solid defensive play from an experienced, a hard-hitting, and a smart safety on the back end of this Bulldog defense. A lot of the times, he's the only guy deep. They run that strong safety up into the play like they are right now. You have Kwiatkowski up there all alone in the defensive backfield. Nice play.
Here we go. Tomasi wants to throw. Pressure coming, climbing the ladder. Throws it left side. Caught. Lathrop with a gorgeous catch.
Yeah, that was a pick it right up off the top of the turf kind of catch, and that was a bullet throw. There were elements to this Manchester offense that look really good. You know, they've had success running the ball on first down. They've hit a couple of good out throws. I'll be watching this team in the spring when they go into their conference play, the different things that they can do.
13 minutes left in the contest, 34-3. Spartans trail big at home. Tomasi with the football, running with it, and slides as 2 Bulldogs come after him. And Manchester University shouting for a penalty here.
Well, he got up kind of slow. The hit was high from the backside of that play. Man, from up here, that looked like a personal foul variety. The Manchester offense does not get the call, but they do get a first down.
Yeah, I wouldn't have argued against the call, but I'm also not arguing for that. It was really tricky timing right there. They dove. He was already sliding. It wasn't a big hit or direct collision, but I would say you probably throw the flag. I don't know.
Yeah, I think in today's football landscape you do. There's contact with the quarterback. You know, from the defensive side of things, you're going low because you don't want to hit him high. You don't want to hit his helmet. But then when he slides, you're going to hit him in the upper shoulders and the head region, and you can't stop it, but it is a flag, and I think they missed it right there.
Here we go, right up inside, and a nice 5-yard gain there. Going to bring up 3rd and short. Football down to the 26-yard line of Adrian as the Spartans creeping towards the red zone here with 11:50 left on the day.
Yeah, they're doing things on offense. They're moving the ball. Sure, they've had their share of 3 and outs in this one, but they put a few drives together that they can look back and say, we had some momentum, we made some positive plays.
Now here on 3rd and 3 from the 26, Tomasi looking right side and came off the fingertips of the receiver. He threw it before he looked because of the pressure right there. That'll bring up 4th and 3 here for the Spartans, Ian, and we'll see what they can do in this situation.
Yeah, unless you got a kicker that can put it through from 40 out, you kick it. But down 34-3, you're going for this, trying to pick up the first down. That out route has been there, so maybe do an out and up situation, just trying to pick up some yardage.
2 out wide for Tomasi. From the shotgun, fakes the give, wants to throw, lets one go over the middle, and the receiver is jostled. Kwiatkowski with another big hit to force the incompletion.
And it was a big hit, and the receiver is still down at the Adrian 6. They're going to check on him. We'll take a quick break. Adrian football when we come back. 11:21 to go in the contest. 34-3. Adrian College will take a 30-second timeout here on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Welcome back here on the Adrian College Sports Network. 11:20 left on the day here in Indiana. 34-3 the tally. Bulldogs up big, and they just got the football back off a turnover on downs. Gabriel Schrei here with Ian Wendt. DJ Hughes up on top of the press box with us. It's cold, but we're having fun.
Yeah, we talked about the wind a little bit. It's sort of died down, thank goodness. And knock on wood so far, rain was in the forecast. So far, we're dry. We're looking around. So far, so good. A beautiful night for some fall football. Beautiful landscape here at Manchester University. Great facility out here to play some college football.
2nd and 5. Football now down to the 30-yard line of Adrian. 2 out wide right. Werzer gives it off up inside. Tailback barreling forward. Gets 3 yards there. Going to make it a 3rd and short situation after the carry by Jerome Neal.
Yeah, I think we're going to get a heavy dose of run from this Bulldog offense here as we are approaching 10 minutes to go in this game.
Big man split out wide, close side. That's Gage Palace. One receiver on the far side as well. Tailback. Back behind the signal caller here. There's the snap and the give. Coming close side and nothing doing. Driven backwards. That'll make it 4th down.
Yeah, I think Werzer's night is done.
Yeah, it's Noah Hyde right there.
Yeah, it didn't look quite like Jack from up here. And 3 quick runs for the Bulldogs. They're going to punt this football away. And I don't mind the conservative play call. You want Austin Benke to get as many opportunities as he can because he's a useful tool for this Bulldog defense, special teams, and they're definitely going to need it when we play MIAA football in the spring. One of the best in the conference stands at their own 18-yard line for this punt.
And this one is blocked. Talk about the announcer's curse. Adrian able to cover that one up to prevent any further damage, but a huge blocked punt, and now the Spartans get the football down in Bulldog territory.
Well, they're going to put together an anti-highlight reel for me, Gabe. Just too many rushers to block there for Adrian College. Benke had it blocked, nothing he could do about it. And Manchester will take over. There was a flag way down the field, and we'll get the call. They're pointing toward Adrian. Unsportsmanlike. They're pointing to Manchester and then to Adrian. Some coaching going on.
Yeah, there is some coaching happening down on the sideline, and somebody is learning about knocking it off, and we'll see if they do just that. 9:17 left in the game. 34-3 the score here on ACSN. Thanks for joining us here in Indiana. The Bulldogs grinding this one out late here as the Spartans have a chance to make the score a little more respectable here at home.
Yeah, you're at need to score territory. You get a gift from your special teams.
They got to knock it off first.
That's right. Listen to the coach. Knock it off. Don't be a tough guy. But you got to punch this ball in. There's no doubt about it. You're in scoring territory. You have to get the job done. Now, throwing toward Kwiatkowski is not going to be the answer, as we saw in the last possession for Manchester. Try to go on the outside. Away from Kwiatkowski.
Probably
I cannot stress that enough.
1st and 10 from the 23, and the backup back in here. Check down pass. He went wide. They put Paul back in, and Dylan Paul right there from Boone Grove just threw left of his intended receiver. Incomplete pass brings up 2nd and 10 from the 23.
Yeah, and you're in a tough position. And still, I mean, down 34-3 is tough enough, but you're in throw-it territory. You know, if you run the ball, you're just using up time. You need to throw this football, but the defense knows that too. So we're going to drop back in pass coverage, play our zones, watch the quarterback's eyes, and that's what happened on that first play.
Here we go, the fake and the give right up the gut. Tailback barreling forward. Wow, what a carry to get the Spartans down to the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, threatening to score here late.
Okay, so I talk about how good Banky is. He gets his punt blocked. I say how you need to throw the football, and then they run it for 17 yards on the next play. So I'm going to stop trying to predict what Manchester needs to do. Again, I'm the commentator, not the coach. But they do need to score on this possession. It's a have to score situation.
Spartans threatening now, down 1st and goal, and trouble as they tried to go up inside. This one's stuffed. It'll be 2nd and goal. No progress.
Every play, every possession is an opportunity to be better. And I know your defense was put in a tough spot here, but that might happen during the MIAA season. And you have to come up with plays. You have to make a stop. This is one of those situations.
Second and goal from the 5. Dylan Pohl lets one go left side. Nice fake. And the touchdown by LaShore. The Spartans get their first touchdown of the day here at home.
Yeah, their first touchdown in a couple of games, and he was wide open on that one. Nice throw. Good play call, and Manchester gets on the board here in the 4th quarter with their first touchdown. Nice play design, good execution, and they take advantage of the blocked punt, and they score a touchdown.
We'll see if they can get the PAT snap and holder good. This one is up, away, and through. So that makes it 34-10 here in Indiana. We will take a 60-second break and be right back with more Bulldog football here on ACSN.
In its 2021 edition of America's Best Colleges, U.S. News & World Report has once again ranked Adrian College as a top regional college in the Midwest. The institution was named to the Best Regional Colleges Midwest section for the 7th consecutive year, and once again listed number 2 in the Most Innovative Schools category. In addition to these honors, Adrian College was also named to the Best Undergraduate Teaching and Best Value College lists. Adrian College has been established as a distinctive and innovative educational leader in the United States. The institution places priority on a culture of innovation and critical thinking. This is the 12th consecutive year Adrian College has been featured by U.S. News & World Report. You can see the full list of rankings and find more information on their website. For more information about Adrian College, visit adrian.edu.
Welcome back here on the Adrian College Sports Network. That one finds its way through the back of the end zone for the touchback. 8 minutes left on the day. Bulldogs lead 34-10, and their offense will go back to work here late.
Yeah, and this is practicing the 4-minute offense for the Bulldogs. At this point, you have a comfortable lead. You want to chew up clock. You want to run the ball. You want to pick up a couple of first downs. Give your defense a chance to rest because Manchester's pedal to the metal. They know you're going to run. You know you're going to run. Who's going to win the battle up front?
2 out wide, give to the tailback. Neal, wow, reverses fields. He has a lot of space. Quarterback throws a block. He runs the spin move down on the 40 and is out of play. 1st and 10 as the Bulldogs move the chains here late.
I don't know if you want your quarterback making that block, but Heidi with good work out on the edge, helping out his running back. Nothing in that initial cut in the inside, but that vision to move that play to the outside, take advantage of your speed, and get the first down. That's a big chunk play for the Bulldog offense.
Here we go. It's 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line at their own side of the field. Adrian Bulldogs, the give right up the gut, and this one gets 2 yards, 2nd and long, clock running.
Yeah, that's the important thing right here, and we've talked off the air a lot, Dave, is we want to keep these guys healthy. We've seen a couple kids go down with injury, and I hope they're okay. I sincerely do. Nothing has looked really serious, at least from up here, but health is important. The game is at hand. You're looking forward to the spring. You want to be healthy going into next week for sure.
2nd and long. Here's a pass left side just over the hands of his intended receiver right there. I believe that's Henry Wilson.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 for the Bulldogs.
don't mind that throw. You've had success running the football, so you might get Manchester caught in a run play, and just couldn't connect on that one. Solid coverage on the back end of the Spartan defense.
Third and 8 from the 42. 2 out wide. Quarterback in the gun. Fakes the give to the deep back. Here's the pass. And this one, right side, intended for the tight end, is incomplete.
Looks like it went right through his hands on that attempt for the tight end. I think that was Luke Heide.
Heide connection.
I was going to say a Heide connection. But it didn't work. Couple pass plays just missing. And Manchester makes a play on third down. They're going to get the football back. They just scored. They have some momentum here, Gabe. And this same special teams unit blocked a punt a few minutes ago.
4th and 8. From their own 42, Adrian going to punt this one away. They lead 34-10 with 6:40 left in the game. Spartan friendly bounce right on the 30, and this one will be downed on the 31-yard line. That's where Manchester U will take over.
We haven't seen any trick plays. You know, reverses, sort of like a running back pass type situation. I think if Manchester wants to make another run here, at some point you got to throw deep. The medium passes have been okay. The short passes have been there, but you have to stretch this defense out. If you throw it 4 yards, that's a win for the Bulldogs. And you got to find a way to go vertical and attack this defense.
1st and 10. Paul from the shotgun completes a pass right side to the tailback. Nice little throw and catch right there. And I like the way they use Cameron Parker. They really do a lot of fun stuff with the sophomore.
Yeah, they do, and they realize who their playmakers are. They realize who's the most talented on the offense, who's going to break a tackle, make that catch, and Parker's been that guy for Manchester.
1st and 10. Here's Parker again. This time nothing doing. He's swarmed and dropped right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it's just penetration from the linebacker position. Up to make that tackle is Ray, who's going to look back on this game, and he's going to have some film on the positive side of things for Malik. He's made a play on the football earlier in the half. He made a tackle in the backfield right there. He's been flying for this Bulldog defense, and that's what you want from linebackers. Running this 3-4, you don't need to be the biggest guy. You got to be fast. You have to be able to cover guys, sneak in there and make tackles like he did right there.
2nd and 10, 5.5 left on the day. Adrian leads by 24. Paul with a deep pass left side. LeSure jostling there with a corner, and this one incomplete.
Boy, that was step-for-step coverage by the Adrian College defender. They had a one-on-one look. That's what you want on the outside with your guy. Unsuccessful in that throw. That's going to leave them with a 3rd and long situation.
Got a little plug to give after this next play here. A little special plug.
All right, I'll leave you to that.
4 out wide. You'll like this one. It's
okay.
4 out wide. Quarterback in the shotgun. Paul wants to throw, pressure coming. Tried to check down to the tailback. That's incomplete. That'll bring up 4th and 10. So they'll probably punt this with 5.5 left. Matt Kibbe, got to give a big thanks to Matt Kibbe and Megan Abbey for keeping things rolling back at Adrian College today while I'm out on the road. You know, it's a lot to manage all the different streams and broadcast going on, and they do awesome work. They're just undergraduate students. Matt called the black and gold scrimmage game today. He's up in the booth setting up the equipment with Megan. They're making sure everyone knows what they're supposed to do. We've got a lot of freshmen working at ACTV this year. And on top of calling the game, you know, and engineering it, not only that, but while he was calling the game, he put us on the radio. So it's pretty cool to see these guys, how much they've grown, all the stuff they can do with the equipment. And I just want to give him a little plug and say happy birthday. Tomorrow's his birthday.
All right. Certainly talent. There's talent.
Got some real
Bulldog
talent.
athletics, and to get the word out, and to broadcast it takes talent too. Very busy weekend for Adrian College athletics. And if you're going to have students in the classrooms, on your dorms, you want them to be able to play.
Yeah.
We talked about it at the beginning of the broadcast. We want these kids to be safe with COVID. We understand everything going on with it, but if you want to play, there's protocols, there's steps you have to take, and they've done that at all levels.
Here's the give to Jerome Neal, gets a block, and right near the line to gain there, he will go out of play. The official looks like he's going to move the chains here, so should be a 1st and 10 for Jerome Neal and Adrian's Bulldogs with 5:15 left on the day.
All right, I'm going to set one up on a tee for you, Gabe. Okay, ready for this?
Okay.
You're a big fan of Jerome Neal.
Yeah.
That was it. I said you're a big fan of him. I thought you would say more about him.
Yeah, how can you not be? I mean, how about that? How can you not be a big fan of Jerome Neal? We're going to see him go back to work here on 1st and 10. Jerome Neal from Deerfield Beach, Florida. I don't even have to look at the roster.
I was going to say, you
anymore.
know him.
I love this kid. He hasn't gotten as many carries this year. They're taking it slow with him early here. They've got a lot of new talent and a lot of things. You know, Harry Bailey, I used to feel like Harry Bailey in this offense had the problem of they needed to capitalize on the one guy they had or the 3 or 4 pieces they had that made them special. And now the problem is they have too many talented guys. They don't know who to give the football more. The problem is, who do you give the football? You only have so many touches per game. Who gets those touches? That's a pretty cool problem to have, and Jerome Neal is the victim of that at times. I would love to see him get more carries, but you can only give so many touches out per game.
Right, and when you have a quarterback like Werzer, how often are you going to run the ball?
You're not.
Realistically.
You're not.
And Neal is this is his audition tape.
Yeah.
Right now. He wants to be that second guy.
Yeah.
Or he wants to be that short yardage back that can get that extra yard or go out and catch a pass, and he's played well in the few carries he's had.
3rd and medium from the 35-yard line of the Bulldogs. There's the give, far side, and reversing fields. Nothing doing there for Jerome Neal. Didn't get much help on the edge. Tried to spin it and stick it up in there and did what he could with the space he had. 4th down now.
Yeah, a lot has to happen on an outside run. The line has to block it, but the receiver has to block it too. Someone's got to set an edge. And if you're the defense, that's what you want. You want that play to get stretched out to the sideline where the sideline becomes your 12th defender. And that's what Manchester did on that one. Nowhere to go for Neal. They neutralized the line of scrimmage, and the Bulldogs will punt this away.
Bulldog punt. Wow, Banky can sure punt the football. Fielded back on the 25-yard line of the Spartans, and he'll be dragged down at the 27. A flag way back deep near the original line of scrimmage, Ian.
Yeah, it was thrown right when the snap went off, so it might be a procedural issue or an offside situation. But, man, Gabe, you said it. As that ball was in the air, Banky's punting into I'd say at least, what's the wind speed here?
It's cold.
It's significant. I'm not
it's
a
cold.
meteorologist.
That's the wind speed.
It's cold and it's windy. And to get that punt off and to get that sort of distance says a lot about the kind of punter the Bulldogs have. Certainly an asset on special teams. And the call looked to be against Adrian as they're walking it off 5 yards from the end of the kick. They call it a motion penalty, legal motion.
First and 10 from the 33-yard line. Check down pass, flipping this one out, and the Spartans get about 4 yards on 1st down. Clock will stop as the tailback steps out of play. 2:45 left on the day. Bulldogs up 34-10.
Yeah, if you would cut together we'll call them bad plays for Manchester, number one, there's not that many, and number two, they're not devastating. I think it's really been the turnovers. I think they've done a really good job on 1st down. They've completed some tough passes. And, you know, if you're the offensive coordinator, yes, you want to score and you want more success, but there's, of course, an interception.
Picked off by the Bulldogs,
And the return man is going along the sideline there, has some space, cuts back inside, gets a block and tackle down at the 12-yard line. What a big pick by Adrian, Ian.
It sure was, Gabe, and it's probably the 8th time, if not more, I've been talking good about someone, talking positively, and they do something negative. I did say turnovers have been an issue for Manchester. Just an overthrow, and the Bulldog defender sitting right there in coverage says, hey, look what I found. Runs it back down inside the 15, and the Bulldogs just showing their athleticism on the defensive side of the football.
First and 10 for Adrian from down in the red zone. Handoff right side. Quick cut and diving forward for a few extra yards. Looks like the football might have come out, but they'll mark him down at the 5.
Giving Johnson that carry for Adrian College, and after we put it on the new turf, he's going to sit out at least one play. Heidi's still in at quarterback. Wurzer's night is done. Solid night for him.
Here's the give, and it's Jerome Neal trying to force his way up in there. He'll push the issue down to the 3-yard line. Should be first and goal, Ian.
Yeah, it's right there. They're not going to measure it. They're going to point first down Bulldogs. And a $1:34 left in the contest. AC up 34-10. I think this is Jerome Neal getting the football 3, if not 4 straight plays.
Big thanks to D3Football.com for tuning in and covering tonight's game. We appreciate you joining us. Here's the give, right side. Jerome Neal trying to push his way down in there again. He's run down to the sideline, and no help there either. 2 defenders to try and beat out. We would be remiss to plug Matt and Megan for their hard work and not plug Laura and Trevor.
Yeah, that's true. Laura Witkowski back in Adrian, getting us on the radio here tonight, and then switching about halfway through, our own Trevor Wilson, finishing up the broadcast from back in Adrian. Big kudos to both of those two. Couldn't do it without him.
Here's the give. Jerome Neal headed far side, and he'll find pay dirt. Touchdown, Adrian Bulldogs. It's 40-10 here late.
There you go, the Jerome Neal show. Give him the rock, see if he can score. He had vision to cut that play back to the left side. He bounced it there. The hole was there. Good blocking up front, and the Bulldogs cash in on the huge turnover in a couple of plays to put them up big here late in the 4th. That's what you love to see. You know, being a big guy, played offensive line in high school, just run that puppy in. I mean, go hit someone in the mouth and go score the football, and that's what they did on that drive.
69 seconds left in the game as the Bulldogs are up 41-10. Here in Indiana, we'll take a quick 30-second break and be right back. The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome back here on the Adrian College Sports Network. 69 seconds left on the day, and the Bulldogs are going to kick the football back to the Spartans here.
Yeah, and not much time to go. Big time lead for the Bulldogs, and we hope that we travel back to Adrian with no significant injuries, as they'll get ready for Bluffton. Next week we'll be on the road carrying that game for all you folks at home.
Punt Skeeters and is fielded down on the 20-yard line. Short return of about 12 yards right there to get to the 32. So the Spartans take over offensively. Should be the final possession of the game, and I think they'll try and do something here.
Yeah, I would. It's it's exhibition. You're trying to run some things. Every opportunity is a chance to learn and grow. Even with minute 2 left in this one, I expect them to run their offense and run this clock out here on their first game at this brand new facility.
Yeah, and congratulations to them. This is a gorgeous facility, cool program, lots of bright years and a bright future for them. Check down pass, left side. That's the close side of the field for us to LaShore. He gets maybe 3 yards right there, down to the 37-yard line of the Spartan side of the field.
Yeah, and Manchester, no stranger to the MIAA. They played Trine last week. They played Trine last season, and Alma. So certainly a program we could see in the future. We haven't played them since the 80s. I believe 81 was our last matchup with the Spartans, and hopefully this can become a semi-regular thing.
Here we go. This one coming close side and incomplete.
Bringing up a 3rd down. Highly contested throw there on the outside. 25 seconds to go in this one.
Third and 6, 25 seconds left, as you just said. Give to the tailback, and he bounces off a pair of defenders as he returns to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down, and I'm thinking they're just going to let this one run.
Yeah, I would think so too. No urgency from the offense. Coaching staff getting ready to line up for either elbow bumps or a socially distanced walk by between these two clubs.
You love it. You love to see it. That'll do it. Final tally here in Indiana, 41-10. The Bulldogs with a big win on the road, and they rise to 1-1 on the season. Don't go anywhere. In our post-game show, we'll have highlights, analysis, and more, as well as our player of the game, which we are very excited for. We'll be right back with our post-game show in 90 seconds here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Don't leave us. In its 2021 edition of America's Best Colleges, U.S. News & World Report has once again ranked Adrian College as a top regional college in the Midwest. The institution was named to the Best Regional Colleges Midwest section for the 7th consecutive year, and once again listed number 2 in the Most Innovative Schools category. In addition to these honors, Adrian College was also named to the Best Undergraduate Teaching and Best Value College lists. Adrian College has been established as a distinctive and innovative educational leader in the United States. The institution places priority on a culture of innovation and critical thinking. This is the 12th consecutive year Adrian College has been featured by U.S. News & World Report. You can see the full list of rankings and find more information on their website. For more information about Adrian College, visit adrian.edu.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
Welcome back here to the campus of Manchester University. 41-10 is your final here today on the Adrian College Sports Network. We appreciate you being with us and sticking around for the post-game show. And it was a fantastic contest between these two programs. Lots of fun to watch, to call, and to be a part of here. And I'm excited for these highlights and to look back on the success of the Adrian College football team here today and what they were able to do on the field. Statistically, a very good contest as well here today, Ian.
Yeah, it really was. And the Bulldog offense, the first team, a couple shaky moments with an interception and a fumble. But all in all, a good effort put forth by Harry Bailey, Jack Werzer, Stephen Moses, the running back, and the offensive line. Got to give them credit for the Bulldogs. They really played a complete football game. They were ready from the word go.
and they got the job done.
Yeah, and I don't want to tell you what to do, but I'm just going to float this idea and see what you say. My pick for player of the game, if I was going to pick, would be Jimmy Clark. He had 10 carries, 110 yards, averaged 11 yards per carry, and a touchdown. Had a long run of 37 yards. Passing the football, Jack Werzer 8 for 14, 105 yards and a touchdown through a pick. Bryce Tomasi was 22 for 34 for 158 yards. Didn't throw a touchdown. Dylan Paul did on that fake for the Spartans. So lots of success for both programs here today offensively, but the Bulldogs obviously really putting it together and pulling off the big one. You know who I think you might be thinking of that could be a good pick for player of the game is probably DeAndre Jennings.
Yeah, that's not a bad pick there, Gabe. I was trying to get your screen back to where I could see it.
Honestly, I think you got to go with him. I didn't realize he had.
Yeah, no, that's okay. He had 9 tackles, 7 solo, 2 unassisted, and a touchdown.
Yeah, and
scoop and score, 50-plus yards. Big momentum shift in this one. DeAndre Jennings, he'll be my pick for the player of the game.
Well, Jimmy, I'm sorry, but I got to agree with Ian. DeAndre Jennings has got to be the player of the game here today on the Adrian College Sports Network. A huge scoop and score, 65 yards for the touchdown defensively, and it was just a really brilliant play to watch. But what are some of the things the Bulldogs did well here today?
I can't really put my finger on one specific thing, but I'm going to take.
That's what's great about it.
Right, I'm going to take the Trine game. Our offense took time to get rolling and get things ready. The defense gave up some long drives to the Thunder. We had the blocked kick run back for a touchdown against us to start the game. And I think all 3 phases got better. I think the special teams got better. They did have a punt blocked, but the kicking game was solid. Kick return game was solid. Kickoff team was good. Field goal was good. I mean, defense got turnovers, and that's huge. That's huge. That makes you feel like you're doing things right. And that happened a lot last year. This team didn't take the football away a ton last year. They might have been in the right spot. They might have been doing everything right, but the other team was just making the play on the ball. This game, we made the play on the ball. Jennings scoop and score. A couple of interceptions for the defensive backs. The defense really put it together. The front 3, Smitherman, Roberts, and Jennings were outstanding for the Bulldogs. They really were. Roberts was a difference maker. He really was. He got in the backfield on a number of occasions. He made a couple of tackles. He influenced everything. And that made the linebackers in a position where they can do whatever they want. I mean, they don't do whatever they want, but they can play free. They can flow to the football. They can drop back into their coverage. Really impressed with the defense. Jack Werzer didn't throw a ton. I don't blame him. There was a significant wind, but he looked sharp. One bad throw. He looked sharp. Moses impressed me running the football. He did put one on the turf, but he looked really, really good at times. A really complete football game in a 41-10 win for Adrian College over Manchester University.
Yeah, I thought so as well. Lots of fun things happening here today for both programs, but the Bulldogs coming up with that, again, big, complete win, and it was exciting to see that. We'll see if they can carry that momentum forward and put it together again next week on the Adrian College Sports Network at Bluffton University. You won't want to miss it. Thank you for joining my partner Ian Wentz and I here today on ACSN for DJ Hughes, the Bulldogs, and the Spartans, as well as all the fans. I'm Gabriel Schrei, and good night. Thank you for joining us.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
Second down, Jack Werzer wants to throw the
Got
football and corks one right side, caught! What an unbelievable throw and catch. The Adrian College Bulldogs picking up a huge chunk of yardage to get into the red zone. That's in the gun, two receivers, one on either side. There's the give right up the gut to Moses again. Pinballs off a defender and finds his way down the field into the end zone. What a run for the score by the Adrian College Bulldogs. A touchdown, and now it is 9-0.
Woo, Stephen Moses, have yourself a
2nd and 5. This time from the 39. Give to Stephen Moses. Moses has a seam. Got a block across the 40. Now the 30. Dragging defenders into the red zone. All the way down to the 19-yard line. 1st and 10. Adrian Bulldogs in scoring position. Spartans in the shotgun. 2 out wide. Quarterback wants to throw. Goes far side. Incomplete. What a hit. Oh my goodness. Laying the lumber for Adrian College. It's Bryce Tullis, the sophomore from Fort Pierce.
My goodness, Gabe. Pass was a little high.
2nd and 10. Football from the 46-yard line of Adrian. Here we go. Tomasi, check down pass. Intercepted by the Bulldogs. What a play. Malik Ray Jr., a local guy from Hudson, Michigan. And Leak gets the pick. 1st and 10, Adrian College Bulldogs.
Malik needs to go.
In the shotgun, 2 receivers out wide, slot on the far side, wants to throw, rolling with the football, looking downfield, and this one is intercepted by the Bulldogs. They get it right back, and the big play by the big man, Kyle Minder from Jackson, Michigan.
Woo-hoo! Linebacker get
Bulldogs, 1st down and more. Quick cut across the 40. Now the 35 of the Spartans bounces off of defenders and pinballs his way to the 22-yard line. 1st and 10, Adrian Bulldogs deep in Manchester University territory.
Boy, Mr. Clark, give him suspect Stephen Moses in the backfield, the big back for the Bulldog offense.
4th and 2 from the 19-yard line. Werzer throws one for the end zone. What a fake, and the touchdown for the Adrian College Bulldogs.
Heidi, what a catch.
And Werzer in trouble in the shotgun. Lets this one go right side. 2 players diving for it. Bulldogs says he has it, and he does.
Wow.
What a play down on the sideline.
My goodness, I thought that play had pick written all over it.
It did.
Werzer forced back to his end zone, threw it across his body to the sideline, and somehow the
Bulldogs leading here under 7 minutes to go in quarter 3. Tomasi for the Spartans in the shotgun. Wants to throw the football. Laser over the middle. Intercepted by the Bulldogs. Back-to-back huge plays by Stokes, but there's a flag back on the 40-yard line. We'll see if they reverse this call. Pressure coming. He's sacked, and the football hits the turf. Bulldog defender has it. No whistle. The big man could go. The defensive lineman trying to take it to the end zone, and he will. Unbelievable. A 65-yard touchdown. Second and goal from the 5. Dylan Pohl lets one go left side. Nice fake. And the touchdown by LaShore. The Spartans get their first touchdown of the day here at home.
Yeah, their first touch. Who's going to win the battle up front?
2 out wide, give to the tailback. Neal, wow, reverses Fields. He has a lot of space. Quarterback throws a block. He runs the spin move down on the 40 and is out of play. 1st and 10 as the Bulldogs move the chains here late.
I don't know if you want your quarterback making that block, but coordinator, yes, you want to score and you want more success, but there's, of course, an interception.
Picked off by the Bulldogs, and the return man is going along the sideline there, has some space, cuts back inside, gets a block and tackle down at the 12-yard line. What a big pick by Adrian, Ian.
Trevor Wilson finishing up the broadcast from back in Adrian. Big kudos to both of those two. Couldn't do it without him.
Here's the give. Jerome Neal headed far side, and he'll find pay dirt. Touchdown, Adrian Bulldogs. It's 40-10 here late.
There you go, the Jerome Neal show. Give him the...
We
Continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today.
Here it goes out there. And the slam!
161 years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence.
I believe that if you get your degree here, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking to you.